How you not know who Boo Wop is?
Nah, I ain't.
Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of From the Sideline. I'm your host, Troy, and I'm back with the boys. What's up, fellas? How you fellas feeling today?
What's going on?
You know, I'm
One
real
and
good.
zero.
I'm real good at it. 1-0. Feel me? Yeah. Word.
1-0.
Word. 1-0.
1-0.
Oh, yeah, talking about this week?
Three of us are 1-0.
Four.
Not three.
Three?
No,
that's
three.
right now.
Oh, that's right, because only five of us. SB didn't get in.
No, one of us is 0-1.
What are you talking about?
You.
Oh, you talking about me and your matchup?
Oh, you talking about fantasy?
I wasn't
I'm
talking
on-
about fantasy.
I'm on
I was
Giants.
talking
You
about.
only won because I
I
had
was
a
talking
wide
about the
receiver that
Saints
fucking
being
had
1-0.
zero.
Oh,
I was talking about the Saints being 1-0.
Not I beat you.
I wasn't even talking about fantasy.
If not, I beat you. So don't talk about no fantasy. I'm about to lose week 2 too. I'm projected not to make the playoffs. We know this already. All
I
right.
don't pay attention to fantasy projections because I've won championships. My team been stacked. And it's predicted I'd be like 8th place. So I don't listen to this because
I'm down bad right now, fantasy. But we back in the building. We got. Let me move him. Put him on the top where he belongs. I'll go over here today when it's 4 people. I like being on this side when it's 4. But GK, are you with me? What's up, GK?
nothing, man. Had a good night from Clyde Edwards last night. I was a little bit worried, but feeling good.
Kelsey, you didn't. Nah, could have did a little better, but take it. Trent back in the building. What's up, Trent?
It's good. 1-0. Feel me? That's how it is. Must be 2-0 this week. So, how it is.
And we got G baby in the house. What's up, G baby?
hey, the Saints 2023 campaign is already on the way.
Saints 2020. What?
2023.
What did you just say?
Yeah, we on the way.
The Saints, the ones that beat the Falcons by 1 point.
Hey, a win is a win.
A win is a
It
win.
don't matter how you get it as long as you get it, right?
Come back
Hey,
from 16. Was it?
Jameis Winston was tripping first half. I think he had like 8 yards passing on like 10 attempts at one point. It was ugly. But then he got in the half and he remembered, oh yeah, I have an OD receiving core. Started using them. It was a wrap from there. So run defense need to be better. I love Cordell Patterson, but he should not have went to work on our run defense the way he did. Like, that was our first, I think we allowed our first 100-yard rusher since 2020. Like, of all the teams to do it against, he didn't do it. Like, Derrick Henry wasn't the guy. It wasn't JT. It wasn't Saint. It was Cordell Patterson. As much as I love him fantasy-wise, the Falcons should not have been another team to get 100 yards rushing. So that's just me. But hey, we did what we needed to do. MT 2 great touchdown catches in the clutch and 1 2-point conversion and then a field goal to win it. So hey, we got the job done. We remembered who we are. Now we going into week 2 and about to strap up Brady and the boys again. Stop playing with us. About to be 5. Hope y'all know that.
I think somebody's
About to be
being
5.
delusional right now.
I mean, when we strapped him up year 1 with Breeze twice, everybody was like, "Nah, they're not gonna."
Who won the Super Bowl that
twice,
year?
we did it. Yeah, that's cute. He did. I mean,
that's
you
cute.
You can
Okay.
thank the defense.
No, it was cute that you beat him twice.
Because Trent knows.
It was
Trent
cute.
knows. Trent
Cute
knows.
that
The
you beat
only
him
reason
twice.
they was winning that game was because of that defense. Brady did not do nothing special in the playoffs, especially against us. Jared Cook was selling.
You can't say that about Tom Brady, bro. You know how people get.
Yeah, I know.
No, you
but
say
then
whatever you want about Tom Brady.
But then
Man,
when
I'm
Jameis
a
Winston,
man fan.
when Jameis Winston,
Sorry.
Trevor Siemian, and Taysom Hill, we smacked them again. Beat them twice. With Taysom Hill and Trevor Siemian as the
You
starting
got a
quarterback.
TikTok 4
Now,
minutes in.
do I think we're gonna sweep the Bucks this year? No, I don't. But we started 2-0. I'm just gonna put that out there. We started 2-0.
Hey.
Stop playing with us.
Hey,
No
talk about
Godwin, Fournette a little banged up, Julio banged up.
How Chargers going 12-5, Herbert for MVP with broken ribs? You didn't see the report?
Yeah, easy. They say he
It
got,
depends on how many games he misses because he's getting 10 days of rest now. So if he's good by next week, they'll play him.
Nah, he's not gonna be good with no breaking ribs by next week.
He shouldn't be, but
Nice
if he can
hit.
tolerate the pain, they're going to
tolerate
play
one
him.
of these. Bang!
Because in the AFC West, you cannot afford
the
to
highlight,
even slip.
What is the song that's in almost every Madden NFL hard hitting tackle video? What's the song that's always in the background?
Beats me.
Here comes the
Here comes the boom. Yeah.
Here comes
That's
the
adorable.
boom. That's exactly what I'm thinking. He coming that game.
I
Oh,
hope they
right.
want that same doctor from the Chargers.
You want to test it?
Hey, well, I think
Bang!
that's a little conspiracy I don't want to get into because it's nasty. But nah, I hope he does it because I thought they should have taken him out when they did. But I mean, credit to him, they led it to a touchdown draft, and we're literally like inches away from possibly making a big comeback. But the ball rolled like hella far away from the nearest defender. But the Chiefs almost sold that onside kick. And I have no doubt to believe it would have went to overtime.
He definitely sold that shit.
But because the ball rolled so far away and they got lucky. But hey, and that pick six, like I said before we went live, that pick six was on Herb. Granted, Gerald Everett was trying to come out the game, but they were trying to go hurry up. Don't throw it to the guy that's trying to come out the game because he's tired. Like that's not the guy you throw it to. And the placement of the ball when he did throw it was bad, in my personal opinion. But nevertheless, other than that, I think Herb resiliency can't hate on Herb. He gutted it out when everybody knew he was hurting, and he probably shouldn't have been out there. So shout out to Herb. Made it a 3-point game, and it was close.
Yeah, I mean, G Baby already started it. What did you guys think about last night's game? I had picked the Chargers to win, but I had switched it to the KC. And then I switched it back to the Chargers because I just thought they would start 2-0. You know, they got that first week win. They was coming in with the momentum. But also in week one, I did pick the Chiefs to win their week one matchup, and they did by a commanding amount. And I just didn't account for that carrying over. And it didn't really carry over. It was a close game. They won by 3. I think it was a field goal, if I'm not mistaken.
I mean, I always thought, what's his name? I always had the Chiefs winning. It was a good game, though. I mean, low-key Herbert did sell. It kind of sucked.
He had broken ribs.
He didn't sit. It was before.
Are you talking about the pick six?
Yeah, the pick six. That kind of it kind of
pick six did sell them.
Yeah, but Mike Williams was playing his ass off. You know, I had, there's somebody on this panel who thinks Juju Smith is better than Mike Williams, which is so crazy.
Who's that, GK?
Mike Williams is stupid and consistent. So.
No, G Baby who said that.
Yeah, no. I think Mike Williams is stupid and consistent.
But no, I think the Chiefs are gonna keep winning. They're gonna win this division, like I said. And they're just gonna keep proving. Patrick Mahomes gonna keep proving why he's the best.
We talking about Tony Montana. We're talking about this year. I'm talking about what he did in game one. What the Chargers did, their defense. I also have their defense in fantasy, So I thought they would do their job against.
He has a point, though. He has a point.
He does have a point. Like I'm not doubting Patrick Mahomes. I don't think you heard me when I said that. I was
about to say who doubted Mahomes.
If you're talking to me, I don't think you heard me when I said I switched it to KC and then I switched it back to the Chargers because I know who Patrick Mahomes is. I know who he is. I picked him to win week 1. I know who he is. But I just thought the Chargers defense would kind of get up in there and mix it up a little bit and win.
Brody, I hear you. That's what I said.
Yeah, that's what they said. The pick six is, Justin Herbert's fault. GK.
It's on Herbert because it was a bad throw, and it was a bad decision because the guy he threw it to was literally trying to come out the game. He was literally tapping out, but they were going hurry up. And if you make a substitution, that gives the defense a chance to substitute. And the whole purpose was they didn't want the defense to substitute. They wanted them to stay in that defense.
You said bad read late and inside.
Yeah, that's what I said. Bad throw, bad decision.
GK don't agree here. I want to hear what GK got to say.
I just think it was unfortunate because I think Everett made that really good play, and he actually did what I want every quarterback to do. Like when your guy makes a really good play and he gets tackled at like the 1 or whatever, I'm like, yo, just give it back to him again so he can get his touchdown because that was supposed to this is all him, and that I like when they do that, right? But the combination of him being tired and whatnot, well, I don't really think it was that bad of a thing because
we agree.
He ran out, right? And then in Herbert's seen it as like, oh, he's got inside leverage because the corner's playing outside leverage. He's basically at this point what Everett should have been doing.
outside.
What Everett should have been doing at that point was boxing him out, like because he got in front of him, and he should have just tried to feel him and box him out, and then he would be open on that inside right there, and that's probably what Herbert thought. But he was just tired and gave up on the play.
It was a little late, and Everett was running a lazy ass route. But it was a late throw as well.
And he was tired of the bitch.
Yeah, he was tapping out. I get trying to give it back to your guy, but once he taps out, it's like hand the ball to Eckler. Give me fantasy points, please.
I don't know.
Just
I
hand
saw
the ball
the
to Eckler. Give me
interception. I just thought it was good.
Oh yeah, if Keenan Allen was there, I think the Chargers would have won, and I would have picked them to win personally.
I watched it. That play a couple of times. I just think the defensive player made a very good read on the ball.
It's just one little mismanagement. I
think he made a
good read. I didn't say he played bad. I just think that play was on Herbert. And it cost him the game, unfortunately. Now, if they would have came back and won, we could have looked at that in hindsight and be like, oh, they almost got you. But
I also would like to say though, I usually make a video for the Thursday night game, but I literally had the score exact to a T, 27-24 Chiefs. And my thing was I think the Chiefs are going to get one turnover, and it happened to be a pick six, which, I didn't predict that coming, but I like the Chiefs to win because I believe the last 3 times the Chargers were there, the Chiefs lost in their home building to the Chargers, if I'm not mistaken. Or maybe last 2 times.
Oh, I don't know that. I just thought no Keenan Allen. I'm going with Mahomes. Tony, to answer your question, you already know who I got coming out the NFC, man. Stop playing with them boys. Stop playing with them boys.
Other than
Stop playing with the boys in the Big Easy. But,
other than them.
If I take my bias out of it, I'm not going to lie. It is wide open. I don't like the Bucs as a clear-cut favorite, and I don't like the Rams as a clear-cut favorite either. It's wide open. I honestly don't know. Let me know once I see the playoffs. Once I see who makes the playoffs, I'll determine who's making it out. But I'm gonna say Saints and Timberwolves.
Who do you think is gonna have some of the best records in the NFC though? Just since while we're there,
the Vikings and the Eagles are going to be the 2 surprising teams of the NFC.
I'm down with that.
The Vikings winning the division, and I have the Eagles winning 12, maybe 13 games, but that's pushing it. That's very much pushing.
I'm gonna wait for that. I'm gonna wait because you said the Eagles. Just because after we beat them, I'm gonna just wait because I'm not gonna lie. After
we all gotta wait, Trent. But
I'm talking about for my agenda. I'm about to push because
his Giants agenda.
I'm not gonna lie. I think after
you about to do that.
No, I said after. I think if we beat the Panthers, we go the next 2 games. We go 4-0.
Why? Who you got?
We got the Bears and I gotta fucking look at it. It's it's
Seahawks.
No, it's not.
I got it starting 2-0.
Because it starts to get hard
We beat the Titans.
the Ravens.
We beat Carolina. Come on.
You said what?
So we beat the Titans.
So it's Panthers, Cowboys without that, then Bears. And then
you're not wrong, bro. You could be 4-0.
Yeah, they could be that.
And then it's downhill from there.
The Giants and the Seahawks can both start 4-0.
I want to say down here though. I think we probably lose the next 2 games, the Packers and Ravens. I'm not gonna lie.
No,
people high on Trevor Lawrence and the Jaguars. I don't see us losing to them. I think we beat Seattle. I think we beat the Texans. We got Lions, Cowboys, Commanders, Eagles, Commanders, Vikings, Colts, Eagles.
The Cowboys look terrible.
That's a tough second stretch of the season though.
Even before the injury, they looked terrible.
I'm not going to say they looked. I mean, they didn't look good. Don't get me wrong.
They didn't look good.
But also too, they were playing a arguably top 5 defense. And we all knew they were going to struggle without Amari Cooper. We all knew that. And they lost Tyrone Smith before the season even started. So we all knew it was going to be a struggle coming out the gate.
Was it more surprising on how the Cowboys came out and struggled or how the Packers came out and struggled?
I think it was equal because I always thought the Packers offensively would not be that good. Especially when I said it before.
That's
when
why
Alan
I just
Lazard
said I think we beat the
Packers. I would say Cowboys.
But Trent, I think we beat the Packers.
Because however many weeks from now, Christian Watson doesn't drop that 75-yard touchdown, it's a whole different ball game.
If you hold up. So you think y'all could low key beat the Packers, but when I say they're going to struggle The only way y'all have been in the Packers is if they struggle offensively.
I don't think because
So that come on, man.
After seeing the Packers week one,
wait. Only do I say that?
Tony Montana, thank you for the follow.
But wait, is it at Packers or at Giants?
I think so. If Saquon doesn't get hurt, if he stays healthy, I don't see him stopping. Even though like Jeffrey Simmons was fucking us up the whole game, it didn't matter. Like I just have to see from Saquon, bro. Not gonna lie to you. That's the only reason why. That's the only thing.
So here's my thing. If you think the Giants could genuinely come up, because I don't even hate your take. Like I don't believe in the Packers. That's why I have the Vikings winning the division, because I don't believe in the Packers.
I don't
believe in the Packers as a team. So when I say they're going to struggle offensively, you were the same guy who thinks Aaron Rodgers is about to win his third straight MVP.
Oh yeah. I think he's not even.
Damn near might.
I think Aaron Rodgers gonna fuck us up on offense. I'm not gonna hold you.
No. His wide receivers can't catch shit. I don't want to hear that.
He's gonna figure it out, dude.
He's not going to stand for that. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers is going to fall off a cliff. I'm not saying he's going to fall off a cliff, but they're going to struggle more consistently on offense than we have seen. Like remember that year where like in order for them to make the playoffs, they have to like run the table. They have to win like every single game down the stretch.
Who are you talking about, G baby? Who you talking?
The Packers. When Aaron Rodgers came down, it's like we're gonna run the table. That granted, they had a great stretch. Like, it was OD. I'll give it to them. But, like, how they were looking at the beginning of the year, how on offense they weren't really clicking as much as we thought they would, is how I expect them to do it. Only because they're like I say, I'm never going to bank on a rookie. They're banking on a rookie to be their second option, possibly first option, and a guy who's never done it before. And it's not like they're running the ball, like, 35 times a game. They're splitting carries left and right. They won't let either one of them cook. So, like, I think they're going to struggle offensively.
They're not going to be as good as last year. Probably not. But they're still going to be all right because Tunyon's going to get back up to full speed because he's still coming off injury.
Oh, my God. Don't talk to me, bro. Cool. Can you let me know what year Aaron Rodgers liked a tight end? Can you just let me know when he liked feeding tight ends?
Did he not give Tunyon 11 touchdown passes 2 years ago?
Yeah, he did.
On how many targets? Don't worry, I'll look it up for you because I'm almost positive it was more than 60.
But nah, I think they're gonna pick it up. Like,
11 touchdowns on less than 60 targets. I'm sorry, is an anomaly, but I'll get it for you. Don't worry, it's coming up.
Well, my point is,
he had 11 touchdowns.
But my point is that it's someone on the team who he trusts. He also did not have Alan Lazard, who he's by default going to have to trust more than the rookies that we're talking about.
He's not lying.
Yeah, he's going to. Yeah,
and honestly,
have Alan Lazard.
And honestly, we'll find out if Christian Watson is him or not. Because if he is him, he's going to be the type of guy that's going to be like, I am never going to allow that to happen again. Hold on. I will never drop a wide open 75-yard touchdown pass again.
He definitely dropped
No, I don't think that. Yeah, you're right. I don't think that's going to happen again. But Robert Tonyan had 59 targets, 52 catches, and 11 touchdowns. If you could tell me another person who had 11, who 20% of his catches were touchdowns on less than 60 targets, I'm sorry, that's not happening again. And he only had 500.
I'm not saying that's going to happen again. I'm just saying the offense is going to look better than it looked week one because.
Yeah, it's going to look better than it looked week one. I'm talking about all year. It's going to struggle. Aaron Rodgers is Aaron Rodgers, so he'll have a couple good games. He might even have a couple great ones. Like hey, look, Aaron Rodgers threw for 400 yards. Cool. He's not gonna be as consistent looking as it was last year.
I just have one question. You said the Packers will figure it out, right?
He'll figure out how to
work the offense.
He will figure out how to work the offense. I'm not far off from that. Can you tell me how many receivers Aaron Rodgers threw to in game one?
I couldn't tell you.
10.
Receivers?
10.
Just wide receivers?
Yes, people. He threw the ball with 10 people. 10 people.
Oh, of all the positions.
Yeah, the people that called, yes, 10.
Yeah, no, 10. I knew that.
They got a lot to figure out there. That's just what it screams to me. Like, and I understand Alex Lazard is supposed to be his number one when he comes back. I get that. Like, and that might work. That might be what he needs to figure it out, right? But Then you're talking about dudes who's dropping 75 easy. Like would Justin Jefferson drop a pass like that his rookie year? I don't know. Did he, Trent? Did he drop a pass like that? Did Justin Jefferson drop a pass like that his rookie year?
Hell no.
No, but Jamar did.
Jamar Chase did? Okay.
Jamar did.
I mean, it's...
And Jamar is him. Jamar fixed his shit.
But all I'm saying is you're banking on a rookie.
I don't trust Aaron Rodgers at this
unproven
age.
guy at the receiver position.
I don't
and a
trust
tight
Aaron
end that he
Rodgers
doesn't like throwing to. I'm sorry. He doesn't like throwing to him. He doesn't like throwing to tight ends, period.
He
is not what was the last? What was Aaron Rodgers' last
under
tight end?
500 because of all this? Like, what do you mean? What does this?
I didn't say under 500.
I'm asking.
I said they were going to struggle
I got them
consistently on offense. Because of that, I have the Vikings winning the division. I can see that. I don't know the Packers' schedule. If they have a bunch of lightweight teams on their schedule, they can get to 10 wins just because the schedule is light. I don't know it off the top of my head, but I know that offense is going to consistently struggle. It's not going to be bad every week. It's not going to be like it was this week. It's not going to only drop 7 points. But they're not going to be the same offense that they've been the past 5 years.
Vikings, Bears, Tampa, Patriots, Giants, Jets, Washington, Buffalo, the Lions, Dallas, Tennessee, Eagles, Bears again, the Rams. Then you go Vikings and then the Lions again.
Nah, they won it. Nah, they did. Nah, I only heard I think I heard.
Okay, can we? Because that early stretch of games, I don't like for them.
Oh shit!
That first half of the season, I don't like. The second half, but I don't like it offensively. They can still win if the other team shits the bed, but offensively, I don't like it.
No, that's what I'm saying. Offensively,
they're gonna run the ball more. Like
I don't trust that Aaron Rodgers can get it done anymore.
They don't. They ain't been running. They have Aaron Jones. That's no doubt the best running back they've had since the 1300 Eddie Lacy year. And before Eddie Lacy, I can't think of a running back.
AJ Dillon's good too.
Yeah, but
they don't use them enough.
Yeah,
they're trying to split carries, either feed one or feed the other. Run the ball 35 times. Give each of them 18 to 17. Do something, but they're not going to do that. They have Aaron Rodgers, so they're going to think, oh, we want to be an air raid happy offense. Since, oh boy, what's the head coach's name? Whatever his name is, since he's been there, they've been a pass happy offense. They're a pass happy offense. That's just what they are. You're not about to tell me all of a sudden they're going to be we're going to be a run the ball heavy 35, 40 carries a game. They're not about to do that.
Who does that?
And then they don't like, for whatever reason, they don't like Aaron Jones anymore because they're trying to give it to AJ Dillon. Yeah, he got the muscles. Cool. They didn't like him last year. They weren't feeding the ball to Aaron Jones last year.
Bro.
And I know more so than that because I had Aaron Jones in fantasy. You know how many times I would see 5 carries from Aaron Jones?
Did the Packers still make the playoffs?
7 carries from Aaron Jones? I know you're not doing that. Who was GK? Just answer this real quick question for me. Who did they have last year? Who did they have last year?
I don't think so.
Wait, did you ask me? Did they still make the Packers or will?
No. I'm saying, are they still going to? Yes or no?
No.
Wild card only because the NFC is weak. Honestly, there'll be a wild card. There'll be a 6 seed, 7 in that range.
I can agree.
Yeah, my only point was they're going to struggle offensively. They're going to struggle more consistently offensively than they had in previous years. That's with the loss of Devontae, a run game that they don't want to commit to, and unproven receivers. Now, if Christian Watson and Alan Lazard decide to show up and be compatible main pieces, then cool. If Rodgers decides to start feeding his tight end because that's what they pay him for, cool. I'll change my tune.
What do you think, Trent?
They weren't feeding him. They weren't feeding him. They weren't feeding Aaron Jones last year.
I mean, I don't.
And they weren't feeding Tunyon last year.
Week 1. I mean, like the way how they lost last year, even when they had Devontae, bro. I just think they're gonna turn up. Like,
that's different, though.
I know. But I think
because last year, at least at the beginning of the season, they were feeding Aaron Jones and they had Devontae. Like their offense looked comfortable. We all knew Week 1 was an anomaly.
I just don't.
But
let's go sign OBJ. Then what? How would you probably will actually? Trent might be.
If they get Odell, it's up, bro.
Oh yeah, if they get OBJ, I'll change my tune.
No,
OBJ is that guy.
We need to get OBJ.
I know who OBJ is.
He will
As
never
soon as
come
they
back
went to
to
the
it.
Rams.
Nah,
As
he
soon as they
said
went
he's
to the
open
Rams,
to
I
a
guarantee
reunion.
the
He
Super
said it
Bowl.
on Twitter.
Bro, I'm sorry. He is
coming
never
back.
coming back to the New
coming
York
back.
Giants. I'm telling you now.
He would
Coming back.
He's never coming back.
Yes,
Oh.
he is.
He can come to NOLA though.
Well, wait.
Everybody else
What if
from
the
Louisiana
Giants
didn't
do
win
go
back.
4-0, and then I don't know, maybe Sterling Shepard gets injured or something?
Hey! Corey Davis gets injured.
But then
If
what
we
would
go
what would
4-0,
that have to do with the Giants? I'm saying, I'm
he's
trying to
saying
think of a scenario where like OBJ can actually
we
go
can
back to the
sign him
Giants.
now. Hey, you talking about? We don't need nobody get injured. We can sign him now.
Nobody get injured.
No,
Corey
I
Davis
know, but
gets
it would
injured,
increase the
nigga.
sense of urgency for the GM to like do something.
Bro, G-Bay, could you imagine if we actually beat the Packers? Oh my.
I think we can do it,
Hey, I want you to come on this show and apologize to me.
No, I'm
That's
telling
what I want you to do.
And no, say Aaron Rodgers played good and say we win, just win the game, and we go 5-0.
Who's your fifth
I don't
game?
know. We go, but
Trying
I
Who's
think
your fifth game? You'll lose to somebody
Don't
you're
get
not
too
supposed
far
to
ahead of
lose.
yourself.
If you beat the Packers, I
I'm
guarantee
not
you you're
with
starting
Trent right
3-1.
now. It's Giants.
I'm
I'm
not
not
gonna-
going to G-Line's not with
If you guys,
the way we look-
beat the Packers, you guys are going 3-1.
The way how we look, and we still have people out and shit like that. And if we can beat,
You know what the most promising thing I saw was Dayball. I just loved his demeanor. I loved everything that I saw watching Giants, and that had to do with Dayball, his decisions, his demeanor, like his interactions with the team. Hey, you guys mind if we go for it here? In case we don't get it, defense, you gonna feel any type of way about that? Like literally asking them. Literally actually asking
And if
them.
you look at Daniel, like besides that horrible pick he threw, that was fucking terrible. He was playing actually solid. He actually looks good on the field. So I mean, like we just have to see, bro. Like
because I also think he's smart enough to not put him in positions where it's going to be difficult for him to make decisions. Because I feel like that's how they helped Josh Allen in the very beginning, was like not putting him in places where he's going to have to make hard decisions and be exposed with mistakes.
Nah, Tony, you could slow roll him. You could bring him in slow. You don't have to throw OBJ into the number one.
I just need Kenny Galladay.
Because you know he's coming off the ACL, so you just.
Like,
I don't
put
know
him
why
at
you
the
keep
number 2 or
banking
the
on
number
that
3.
scrub.
Bro, what you mean? Like it's like from when
You
he
just
was,
said you said
like,
a different dude and he went to the Packers.
bro.
Oh, you talking about Daniel Jones?
I'm talking about Kenny Galladay.
I said banking on that scrub.
It's
and
like
Galladay.
Oh.
I gotta give him this year, bro.
Yeah, no, he's not a scrub. He just don't want to play football.
Nah, that's what it really feel like, bro. I swear.
Yeah, I'm not sold on him at all.
He got paid and then
He
he's like,
needs
I don't
somebody
care
else.
anymore, man. I'm not here because I love the game.
I know Sterling Shepard for 2 weeks got me like 20 plus fantasy points, so I'm holding out hope for him that he'll go back to, since Wendell Robinson is hurt. That's what I was hoping would kind of surprise people, but it is what it is.
Yeah, I started somebody in my fantasy. I took that Devontae dude out, whatever his damn name is.
Who?
Zero fucking
Devontae
points.
Smith, and when he had 0 points,
Zero fucking
I had him
points.
too.
You don't know who
bum?
Devontae Smith is?
Because he's a
Fuck that
bum.
dude.
Who you say because he a bum?
I will never
That's
ever.
another. That's
He's a
another
bum?
one.
Was he not?
That's another
Trent,
one.
Trent,
Because somebody said
No,
he
that's
was
what
better than.
G-Baby said.
Somebody said he was better than Hunter Renfrow, and
I don't want to talk about. Was he not? Didn't he win MVP in the national championship game with Alabama? Was he not the? Didn't he win MVP that game?
Bruh, I'm not gonna hold you. I hate hearing that. I hate it so much. I don't care what.
But you
what
can't
somebody
call that
did in
man a
college.
bum.
I don't
No,
care
that's
what
college
somebody did in
football,
college. Tim Tebow was a 2-time Heisman winner. He was a bum in the NFL. So I don't want to hear what people did in college to
Wide
justify
receivers,
what they
wide
do in the
receiver.
NFL. Quarterback is quarterback. Tim
No,
Tebow won the award.
no.
Tim Tebow won the award
Quarterback's not
for the
quarterback.
best college football player twice.
Quarterback's not quarterback.
What you mean by that?
Look at how many successful quarterbacks were in college and then they
I mean,
weren't
we
even
can go
able
by
to play
receivers.
quarterback. They
Like
had to
Ted
switch to wide receiver.
Ginn, Ted Ginn was a lottery pick. He you can look at him now. He was a draft bust.
He was a draft bust, but he wasn't like a career bust. He had a good career.
How can you be a career and then not be a draft?
What?
Because if he was drafted in the 5th round, y'all wouldn't be calling him any type of bust.
Huh?
If he was drafted late,
Because you understand, do you like? And when he came out of Ohio State,
no,
he was that dude.
I agree with
Is
you on that
Tavon
part,
Austin
but
a
I'm
bust?
saying just in general,
I don't
like
think he went first round, but his hype
I thought
was
he did.
His hype was different compared to like a
I'm just
Ted
asking a
Ginn and,
question.
like
who took
I
him?
wouldn't-
The
I wouldn't
Dolphins?
say Tavon Austin
Or-
was a bust.
Somebody
I'm
reached
just
for
saying-
Ted Ginn early as
I'm
hell. I
just-
remember that.
But
Like Johnny Manziel?
my main point, bust. My main point is,
Well, obviously, we can all agree.
I don't care about what somebody did in a college career when I base it off their NFL career. Because, for example, we got talents like Justin Fields and Trevor Lawrence, both they was top recruits in high school. Never lost a game. Got to college and was winning. Well, maybe not Justin Fields because he lost, but national championship. Trevor
I'm
Lawrence
talking
as a
about
freshman
running and catching
won.
a ball, G baby.
Okay, that the point still stands. I don't care what you do in college.
The college.
Whatever you do in college means nothing when you get to the NFL.
That's the
No,
because
this all stems from like Troy didn't know who he was.
No, I know who he was. I drafted him on my fantasy. I said that because he got me 0 points, GK. It's the only reason why you beat me week 1.
And I
That's
never
not
want
you
to hear
talking
he's-
about?
I
How many
never
points did your
want to
defense
hear
score?
he's. I never
I
want to
don't
hear he's
care.
better
My
than
How many
defense
points did your
supposed to
kicker
do that.
score?
But that's
He
one
was
game though,
supposed to
D
do
baby. What do
that.
you mean?
I don't care. He wasn't better
Your
than him
kicker
last
and your
year.
defense are supposed to score that many
Yes,
points? No, they're not.
My kicker way cool that plays for the fucking Falcons.
I bet
way
you
cool to
$100 he
score a
doesn't
lot of
score more points
touchdowns,
than that the rest
But they're
of the
going to be in field goal range because he can kick the damn ball from 60 yards and going to cook a lot of field goals.
He's never
Hey, but
going
he
to
got
score that many
blocked.
points again for the
He
rest of
got
the year.
blocked. He
Okay.
got blocked.
Okay. Yeah,
Because
one
you
got
know.
blocked. We're not talking
Honey
about
Badger. Honey Badger.
We talking about him kicking a lot. He's going to kick a lot for the Falcons. Do you not agree he's going to kick a lot of field goal attempts
For
for
sure
the
he
Falcons?
is.
Okay,
For sure
then.
he is.
So what are you talking about? He's never going to score that many points in fantasy.
How many
Yes, he
points did he
is.
score? How many
He's
points
young
did
way
he score?
cool.
How many points did he score?
I think 8.
No?
I'm checking that.
Definitely score more than that. But,
It's like 18. I think.
but yeah, I mean,
It was
overall, I don't care about what you do in college.
He scored 18.
18.
How often
I
does
said
a
it was
kicker score
18.
18 fantasy points?
That's
Hey,
why
hey, Tyler
Cool
Bass was
is
doing it
going
on the
to
regular
do it.
last year.
Way Cool
Bills-
is going to be that guy.
Hey,
GK, you're not taking
the
in
Bills
his
kicker.
situation into account. Do you think Marcus Mariota is going to finish more times or not when they get into field goal range or even past the 50-yard mark?
Troy, you're right, but you just don't know the fantasy numbers.
Yes, I do. Okay, that's why he got 18 points. That's why he got 18 points.
I think it's more likely than not that Young Wei Koo can score 18 again.
Thank
His
you.
average fantasy points is 6 a game.
Yeah?
Are you taking into like every single
That's-
year he's been a kicker? Because that's a little nasty. That's a
He's
little
not
nasty.
taking into the
Because
not
he had a
taking into
down
account-
year
Last
last.
year, 6
No,
He's
because
not
Young Wei
taking into account
Koo
the
2 years ago was balling as a kicker.
Balling
Then he had
as
a
a
down year last year. So if
Okay,
you're counting
his
it every year,
ball
that's
is
nasty.
10 points a game, not 18.
That's right.
Nobody said he's gonna average 18
Troy
points. a
did.
game.
18, I did. I said he'll do it more times than not. I didn't say average. I said he'll do it more times than not.
Yeah, he'll get.
That's what I
he'll
said.
have
Did I
another
not?
game.
Did I not say
He'll
that?
have another game scoring. 18
He'll
points.
do it more times than not.
That'll
He's
happen.
playing for the Falcons with Marcus Mariota as the damn quarterback with no damn primary wide receiver because
Wait, hey,
Julio's gone. Calvin Ridley's gone for a year.
do you think? Hey, wait, GK, do you think Marcus Mariota is bad?
No. Fantasy wise,
Because-
no.
No, I'm talking about just as a quarterback, because you know he was like a Heisman winner
Not
in
good.
college and shit. Feel me?
Yeah.
Wait, say it again.
No, I'm just saying because like
Is
he
Marcus
was,
Mariota a bust to you, GK? A career bust, not a draft bust.
Draft bust.
He's not a career bust. How is
wait,
he not a
okay,
career
hold
bust?
on. What is the difference between a career bust and a draft
Let's
bust?
not do
Okay,
that.
so
Do
if he
our
was a
pros.
career bust, he would have never got a second contract. He would have already been out the league after year 4.
Nah, that's
God.
nah.
Why?
Hey,
Why?
So GK, you like participation awards? That's
So
what I'm
Geno
saying.
Smith is not a career bust.
Not every
Geno Smith
Is
not
Geno
a career
Smith
bust?
not still
A
playing?
bust is a bust. I
I
look
don't
at
think
what you
Geno
were
Smith-
touted as to be
Geno
at.
Smith wasn't
Coming out
drafted
of
highly.
college.
I don't know, Boo. I'm
G-Baby,
still
you
frozen,
can't-
or he
you
just
can't
gonna stay
consider-
like
I
that.
look at
Because
where
if you're so if you're an undrafted free agent and you're bagging groceries and then you make it to
That's
like
not a
the
bust.
practice squad and you
not
have
a
like
bust.
10 years on a practice
that's
squad,
not a bust.
are you a bust?
No.
You're way
But if
undrafted.
you're a first round quarterback pick, what was
Right.
Marcus Mariota?
Wait,
Second
so you're
overall.
basing it on so you're
Hey,
basing
wait.
it on,
Wait. What pick was Marcus Mariota? Did he not get drafted
Okay,
before or
right.
after Jameis Winston?
He was
Two.
first round.
First round, what pick? I need to know. Two. He
Two.
was 2. If you are a number 2 overall pick and you barely getting your first starting job in like what 4
You're a
years?
draft bust.
He's a bust. Period.
No.
You a number 2 overall
Yeah,
pick.
he's
You're
just
supposed to be franchise ultimate.
I'll put it like this.
Only thing they did for that franchise is replace you.
I'll put
That's
it like
what
this.
they did.
If
He
you're
had that one playoff game against against Kansas City and Alex Smith. That was his one moment. He's been mid the entire time.
If you're a first round draft pick in any position,
In any position.
If you are one of the top 100 quarterbacks on the planet Earth,
Oh my god.
GK,
if you are getting paid a contract to play football,
GK,
how like
GK, not everybody is Ryan Leaf. Not everybody is that big of a damn draft post when they play 3 years and you get the fuck out. Some players can still be a draft bust but still have a long ass NFL career.
And it's not. And I'm not
Yes,
talking
I
about
agree. That's the
if you're a backup your whole career, but you were drafted in the 6th round. Hey, that's why you was drafted in the 6th round.
because you're
They
basing
didn't
it on where
expect
he's
you to be
not
there.
drafted.
Yes, if you're drafted in the first round, just like in the damn NBA, like Anthony Bennett.
So then what are you saying?
Like if you're drafted highly,
So is
It's
Anthony
a
Bennett a bust to you?
That's
Is
what
Anthony
I'm
Bennett a
saying.
bust? Is Anthony Bennett a bust? GK?
100%. He was
What's the
selected
difference?
first overall.
Oh, so because Marcus Mariota wasn't first overall, he was second. He's not a bust.
He's a draft bust.
It's the same thing, but okay.
It's not the same thing.
So
What am I? I'm
GK, I'll put it like this: if you are a lottery pick, bro, I'll cut it to damn lottery, and you don't perform for years, you're a bust. Period.
A bust, period.
So if you have a 20-year career playing in the NBA and you're getting paid to play basketball,
But wait. Was I a lottery pick? Like, was I touted to be a franchise star,
you're
altering
basing it
star?
on draft expectations. So where you were drafted,
Yes.
with your expectations at where you were drafted, then you're a draft bust.
You are a
But
bust.
you're not a career bust because you had a career doing that.
Oh, just
You had just
This
because
is
you have
my
a career
first time
doing
ever
something
hearing a career
doesn't mean
bust.
you're not a bust.
I didn't know
You
it was
can have
one
a
of those
career doing it and still be a bust. You can still do that.
Gabe, I just seen you said.
Okay,
No,
GK,
because then
for
they
example,
wouldn't be able to play at all.
For example, Ted Ginn, when he came out of college, he was expected to be a franchise wide receiver. He got drafted 9th overall.
Overall, I know.
He played from
So
2000
when you're
from
talking about
2007
Go ahead.
to 2020. He's never even had an 800-yard receiving year.
That is a bust.
That is a bust.
That is a bust is when you have certain expectations
It's a draft
and
bust.
you don't live up to them. So like, and I'm not saying like you were expected to be, a top 10 wide receiver all time and you ended up being top 20. That's not what I mean. If you're expected to be a franchise altering guy and you just are replaceable,
yes,
like
because
how many
you're
teams
basing
have
it
you
on where
played
he
for?
got drafted. I agree with you.
Yeah, like the
A
reason
bust
why-
is a bust. Period. There's no.
I don't agree with
the reason
that.
why Ted Ginn was
Dude,
I don't agree with that at all.
Draft and career bust.
agree
Just
with that
because you
at all.
get paid to do something,
I don't agree with that.
doesn't
at all.
mean I don't care where. If you were expected to be a franchise altering player and you ended up not being that, not even a key piece.
Yes,
you were a
that was
replaceable
at the
piece
time
for
you
most of
got
your
drafted.
career.
Ted Ginn, the reason why he stayed for so long because he was a good special teams player. Like he was a good kickoff punt returner. But as a wide receiver, you're getting drafted to play that position and
I
be a
understand.
friend. You're drafting the 9th pick, like the 9th fucking pick in the NFL draft.
Yes.
That means out of all those players coming into the league,
Hold on.
what's
You're
7
supposed
times
to have the
32?
most talent.
4, 1.
Yes,
Out of
I
the
understand.
224 players coming into the
So
league,
if he goes
you were
undrafted and
picked
does
ninth.
that, he's a bust then.
No,
I didn't
because
say
you're not-
undrafted.
Thank you.
Oh
Thank
my
you. We
god.
can move on. Thank you.
GK.
Thank
That
you.
makes no. We're not moving on because that makes no sense. If you are undrafted, that means your
I'm
expectations.
saying you're
No,
basing
listen,
it
no,
on
no,
where
no,
you're
no, no, no,
bottom.
no, no, no,
Drafted
no, no,
bottom.
no, no. Listen, if you were undrafted, that means people didn't have that. People thought you weren't that good. A team
Right.
didn't even pick you.
Do you want to know the
A
guys?
team didn't
Do
even
you
pick
want to know
you.
the guys? who-
There's no expectations
Do
with
you
that.
know-
Right.
do you
So
know
if you have no expectations, the only thing you can do at that point is exceed them
Bro,
because
you
there's
know-
none there. So the
Right.
only thing you can do is exceed them. But if you are expected to be a franchise altering player, I'm not saying if they're just a tick below. If you fall so down far to where you are expendable, you are a bust.
Bro, do I have
He
to
wasn't
name-
expendable. He had a career.
But hold on, do I have to name the people that they took
GK,
ahead of
what
Ted
is
Ginn? though?
expendable?
Like,
GK, when I say
you know who's
expendable,
in this
guys
that
just
means a
aren't
team
understanding.
that
You're just not
because
understanding.
expendable is basically if I'm on a team and a team feels they can trade me anytime, and multiple teams are just if I'm hopping from team to team to team to team to team.
Was he incapable of making contributions?
What you mean? He had horrible hands. He was what? He was a badass.
That's not what I'm
receiver.
saying. That's not what I'm saying. That's not what I'm
He
saying.
made contributions, but what he was expected to be, he
Right, at
didn't
the
live
time
up
he
to
got
it.
drafted. Yes, I agree. That's what I'm saying. He's a draft bust.
Not the contributions he was supposed to give to the team. Drafted and scouted at the skill and talent that he was supposed to develop into.
He was
Yes.
expected
when
to
you're
be a
when you're
franchise
drafting
receiver.
when you're drafting somebody, and I get what you're saying, G, and I kind of agree with you because they do the same thing with Sam Bowie, who's a basketball player. People call him a bust because he was drafted before Jordan, but if you go look at his career, he averaged like 16 points.
Yeah, but that was like injury.
Yeah, that was injury.
No, I know.
That,
I'm just saying.
I get you though. I get you though. I get your point.
I'm using
I get
why
your
they
point.
call him it because
Yeah,
he was
yeah, yeah.
drafted before Jordan. He didn't live up to what he was supposed to because of injuries. I'll say the whole thing. But if you go look at his career, he averaged like 16, almost 17 points a game. So in his like 12 or whatever, how he played a while. So I get what GK is saying, but when you're looking at somebody that's drafted within the top 10, right, lottery, like Trent said, and those guys don't come out like Anthony Bennett. The world knows Anthony Bennett is an all-around bust, right? He's just a bust, right?
No matter how you shake it.
How you slice it, spin it, he's a bust. The only way I would agree with you, GK, if we're saying that this guy has stats and it's on par with another guy who wasn't even projected to be a superstar, but was a very good player in the league. Like that, I don't think that's what we're saying.
Ted Ginn, we're using an example because snap, am I frozen?
He said, it started with Younghoe Koo. GK, he's mad when Younghoe Koo scored 18 points, and I told him he'll keep doing that.
Troy thinks Younghoe Koo is going to average 18.
I didn't say average. I said, do you think Younghoe Koo, in the situation that he's in on the Falcons with Marcus Mariota as the quarterback, do you think that Marcus Mariota would get more touchdowns than not? Being past the 50-yard line.
I agree with you.
I said no. So what that means is Younghoe Koo is going to get a lot of attempts at kicking field goals. He's a very
18
good
points
kicker.
is like an anomaly.
He's a very good kicker. So then I said, Buwab, do you think that Younghoe Koo can hit the ladder, right? Hit the 18 or less more times than not? I believe it's more times
even
than
if he averages 11, that's going to be a lot.
I don't care.
That is true.
He can do it.
I
The Falcons.
I understand what both of y'all are saying, but I do get what Troy is saying for the most part. Younghoe is a very good kicker. He's going to get a lot of attempts based off of what we've seen from this offense. I don't know if he's going to do 18, but I wouldn't be shocked if he had a couple of 18-point games.
More times than not. I'm not saying he averages 18 the whole season. He's going every week. I'll get 18 out of. No, I'll get 10.
Depending
I'll
on
get 12,
the matchup, Younghoe Koo can
I'll
get
get
you
22
again.
one time. I believe he can do that.
Depending on the
Falcons
matchup,
are not going to score a lot of touchdowns. I could be wrong about that. And like G Baby said, I'll walk my shit back if I'm wrong about it. But I just think Younghoe Koo is going to get a lot of attempts in this offense. The offense with Matt Ryan is different. Matt Ryan can give you touchdowns. He can find receivers to give you touchdowns. I don't think Marcus Mariota is going to make the right reads when he needs to or throw the ball to the right person. He does not have a number one wide receiver there. Julio's gone. Ted Ginn suspended for a year. Like I get Kyle Pitts.
Ted Ginn.
Well, whatever his name is.
You mean
Yeah,
Calvin
Calvin
Let's
Ridley.
say
We was talking about Ted Ginn. That's why.
if you was depending on Ted Ginn, it's over with. Forget about it.
Is he a bust or just a draft
Right.
bust or a career bust? I don't know.
Troy.
Wow, do you think Ted Ginn is a bust?
More,
He got
it's hard to
drafted
call
ninth.
him a true bust.
Thank you.
It's more so that he didn't live up to
a
what he
draft
should have
bust,
been.
right?
Yeah, I
GK
can't really
thinks
call
there's a
him a
difference
bust.
between a career bust and a draft bust. That's basically what his whole point was. And I think a bust is a bust, no matter how you slice it. If you're expected to be a franchise-altering guy, and I'm not saying, like, for example, if LeBron, like, I'm just going to use this. LeBron, obviously, we know what he was. Let's just say LeBron didn't live up to be franchise. Or you know what? That's a bad example because they were calling him the next Jordan. Let's say, Kyrie. We know what Kyrie was expected to be when he was drafted. Let's say he would never really was that, but he was just like a step above. He was a 20-point per game, good contributor, but he wasn't Kyrie. He wasn't the electrifying scorer we see today.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like a step below, that's not a bust.
Well,
Like
is Ray Allen a bust?
Andrew Wiggins is the perfect example. That to me is not a bust. Andrew Wiggins was expected to come in and be the franchise guy, and even though they tried to push him like that for a while, He never really got to that level, but he was just a step above. He was still a really good player. He was in the second tier of what he was supposed to be. That's not a bust to me. But if Andrew Wiggins was averaging like 10, 11 points a game, like, and was relegated to the bench, being nothing but a 6-7 man and all that stuff, wasn't winning no 6 man of the year. Like, if Jordan Clarkson had more value than Andrew Wiggins, that to me would be a problem. That is a bust to me.
I'll take that back. Tay again was the bust. I just looked at his numbers.
No, but Troy,
He never had 1,000 yards in a year.
He never had 800.
but
Like,
my
yeah,
point
that's-
was that he was, because of the longevity of his career and because he did have some type of production, like I wouldn't really call his career or like his football career a bust. I would just say
I hear you
people
on that
consider
part.
him a bust, or I would consider him a draft bust because of the fact that he got selected 9th overall. Because if he would have gotten selected in the 7th round or some shit like that, and you looked at his career, you wouldn't consider his career to be a bust. So you're literally at that point, you're
I'ma
only
tell you-
basing
I'ma
it
tell you-
upon where he got drafted.
I'm gonna tell you why. If he was a 7th round pick, it would matter. Because if he was a 7th round pick after his first year, they got cut, and he probably would have never made the league again.
Well, that's true.
But by
Troy,
him being the pick that he was,
Trent
teams was willing to
Richardson
give him a chance to see if he would blossom.
For
yeah, but do you think
sure.
he really?
Oh
so
my
that's
goodness!
interesting.
Don't
Do you
get
think
don't
he really
don't
would
let me
have
get on
lasted
Trent Richardson.
like contract after contract.
Damn, that was
Like
my
he would have probably only
GK,
been given
was
so many
Trent- was
chances
Trent
before he was
Richardson a
up
bust?
out of there.
He was
because of what he
serviceable,
was
though.
touted to be.
And you can't teach the speed that he has. Like,
what I mean.
you know what I'm
Like-
saying? Like, he was a fast dude. He was he went to a lot of teams where he went there to be like their slot / kick return dude or whatever.
Yeah,
like,
before Troy asks G baby, do y'all want to know who got drafted? Like who, like the Dolphins picked, like when after what's his name, like who they should have picked instead of like Ted Ginn, like all these players in the draft. class?
all of them.
Yeah, I want to know. I want to know.
Bro,
It's
this
just
shit-
receiver wise, or
It's Patrick Willis, Marshawn Lynch, Darrell Reeves. They had Dwayne Bowe in this draft. Joe Staley, John Beasley, like all dudes that were all pros and fucking dogs in the league.
And Ted Ginn, who was
No,
touted
Troy.
to be a
Sidney
franchise
Rice,
star.
Eric Weddle,
So,
like
the most fantasy or the most points
Oh,
ever
man, you
scored
still
by a
on
kicker
this shit?
in a season is 166. That was by David Akers in 2011. Right.
David Akers was nice.
So David Akers in 2011 scored the most ever, 166. That's only 10 per game. So you can't sit here and tell me like you expected Younghoe Koo to have 18 points.
Yes, I can, because I know in 2020, Younghoe Koo
God.
got me 13 at one point. Got me another. I had Younghoe Koo. I literally had a team name,
but
like 4 teams called my Younghoe Koo because I had Younghoe Koo.
But I literally just
in
told
that
you
lineup. I know.
most
166
ever average
points.
10, so you can't expect
That's
18
an
points in the
That's
league.
an average, GK. An average and a rare occurrence are 2 different things.
Right. So
Because
that's
let me
what
tell
I
you.
said,
Because
can't
look.
expect it to happen.
I can no. Because here's the difference.
No, you don't expect it to happen.
I
do.
can't expect
Based on
anybody
what?
in the league
Based on
today.
what?
Listen,
The Falcons.
I can't expect
You
anybody
don't
in the league
listen.
in the NBA today to average 50, but I can expect somebody to get 50 points a game, 50 points every now and again.
Oh my
Younghoe Koo has shown the ability. Last year he had a down year, but the year before 2020, he showed the ability to get double-digit points.
Bro, I think
On
he can get
a somewhat-
30 points, but I wouldn't be like next week Younghoe Koo's going to get 30 points. Like,
Did I say that? Did I say that? Did I say that? Did I say that?
It's not
Did I say
crazy
that?
to say
No, I did not.
that
No, I
Younghoe
did not. You
Koo
don't
throughout
listen,
the
GK.
course
That's
of
your
6
problem.
throughout the course
You
of
don't
17 games, it is not crazy to say
I
that
said, would he
Younghoe
do
Koo
it more
can
times
get
than not?
another
I said he
18
would do
points.
it more times than not. That's what I said. That means he's going to have another game of 18 points before.
You said
I
more
think he does not.
than not.
Right, with the Falcons in that situation, right.
So that means for 9 games he's going to have over 18 points.
Hey,
I'll bet you
With the
$1,000
Falcons.
right here.
with the Falcons, you can keep
Yeah,
your
it's funny.
1,000 because you're not taking it in this situation. I
I'll
don't
bet
care
you
if he-
1,000.
And I also said I don't care. G baby, correct. I said I don't care if it's 18. But I'm not even saying 18. I'm not stuck on the number 18. What I'm saying
But
is
he can get
I know
double-digit
he's
fantasy
going to be
points.
able to do that for me. Somewhere in this season, I'm going to get another game like this.
Like,
And
when
it's
I see
somewhere down the
Younghoe-
road, I'm going
When
to
I
get another
see
game
when I
like
see
that.
Younghoe Koo got 13 points, That's
And
not
I'll get
crazy.
another game like
if I
that.
see him got
because he went to
16,
fucking
that's not
Falcons
crazy.
that don't
That's not
have
crazy
an
to me
elite
either.
quarterback, bro.
And that's
not
all.
going
That's
to
the
get
only
him down
point
the
was.
field.
It's
And
not
when they
crazy
get
to
him
say
down
he'll
the
do
field,
it.
5
he's
points
going to be
before.
kicking field goals.
It's not
That's
crazy
going
to say
to
he'll
equate
do
to
that.
points. That's all I'm saying.
I don't think it's crazy to say that Young Wei Cook will do that at all.
So let me ask y'all
Whether it's
something.
15, 13, 12, I don't
What's
care.
up?
He's going to be able to give me good games like that. That's what I'm saying, G. He's going. That's why I picked him. And I picked him early. I took Young Wei Cook because I knew what the Falcons situation was going to be. He's going to be one of the greatest kickers to have because he's going to have a lot of attempts at kicking field goals this year. And he's a very good kicker. So he's going to make them more times than not. What does that equate to in fantasy? Points. It might not be 18, G. It might be 16. It might be a 15. It might be a 12. It might be a 13.5. That's what I'm talking about.
Most of the time, it's going to be 7 or 8.
You mad that you got that a kicker put 18 points up on you?
I'm
Focus
not
on your
mad.
second
I'm
week.
just saying.
You are. Focus on your second week matchup because that's what I'm focused on. I'm expecting Young Wei Cool to come out and give me 13 this week. You feel me?
Who are they playing?
The Rams.
Yeah.
That's
They definitely ain't getting no touchdowns.
Hey, if he gets 18 points again,
So if
he
they're
gets 18
losing by
points
20,
again,
why are they going to kick a field goal instead of go for the touchdown?
you think the Rams are going to beat them by 20?
Because they have a kicker they can trust.
Okay.
And why they gonna just let's keep going forward on fourth. Let's get we at the 45 on their side. Let's give them the ball right here on the 45. Yeah, why not? Here you go, Marcus. Throw incomplete pass. Oh, okay, turn one down.
The whole reason
guess what?
that this
Another
started.
touchdown in 2 seconds.
Listen.
God damn it. It ain't working.
Trent, NG baby, do you usually play fantasy football every year?
Yes, I've been doing it
just
for the
got-
past
just-
8
I
So
years.
the
just
whole
started.
reason
I've
that
been
this
doing it for the
started
past 8 years.
is Troy
Yeah, I just
said
started.
the only reason that he lost was because Devontae Smith got him 0.
Yep.
But
That would be tough.
his kicker and defense combined for 30. How often would you say
Matchups.
more often than not your
Matchups.
kicker and defense are going to get you 30?
But you're not looking
If
at
you
matchups.
draft like me and you always have 2 defenses and 2 kickers because of matchups, that's not crazy to say.
Over 50% of the time.
Just to
I'm
let
asking.
you know,
over
The Buffalo.
50% of the time.
I'll just give you last year's
You've been playing
example.
fantasy
I'll give
for a
you.
long
I'll
time.
give
I've
you
been playing
last
fantasy
year.
for the last 5
And
years, so I don't know what you're
look. I'll give you
talking
an
about,
example
but I know
last
what I'm
year.
doing.
Buffalo's
I know what I'm
defense
doing.
and Tyler Bass were combining to get me 25 to 30 every week. I'll tell you that
I'm
right
saying
now. Buffalo's
30
defense
or more.
25 to
30 or
30.
more.
Yes. That's the range.
Okay,
it was giving me.
show me.
Buffalo's
Show me.
defense.
Show me 9
Look
games where
at
Tyler
Buffalo's
Bass and the
defense.
Buffalo D got 30 or more.
Look at the Buffalo. Pull it up. What they do? Look at the points they scored last year. Look it up. They was going OD for me. Would you like me to tell you my fantasy team last year? Because it was OD. Austin
There's
Eckler,
no
Dalvin
way.
Cook, Travis
There's no
Kelce,
way. Over
Cordell
50%
Patterson,
of the
Keenan
weeks.
Allen, Hunter Renfro,
This guy
Buffalo
thinks he's
defense,
a pro.
and Tyler Bass.
Expert on fantasy. That's what the pro expert on fantasy.
I just want to throw this out there.
There's no
Do
way.
y'all
Hey,
really
Young
think
Way
that,
Cool. Shout out to your leg, bro.
Let's move out.
do y'all really think that a wide receiver can be a franchise changing player?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
Like
How
without a
often has
great
it happened
quarterback?
before?
You said what?
I mean,
Without a
many
great
times
quarterback.
is Matt Stafford a great quarterback? And was Carson Palmer and Kurt Warner a great quarterback?
Who?
Was
I
he
thought
Carson
Kurt
not a
Palmer and
quarterback?
Kurt Warner.
Kurt Warner was a good. No, they were.
Hold on.
Great,
Was Eli a
great. No,
quarterback?
I'm talking about on Arizona. How long was he a
Hold
great
on.
quarterback
Was
on Arizona?
Eli a great quarterback?
Who?
Kurt Warner. Because I'm talking about Larry
He's a Hall of
Fitzgerald.
Famer, is he not?
Oh my gosh,
talking-
you said without a great quarterback, and I'm saying Larry Fitzgerald to me changed that Arizona franchise, and Kurt Warner wasn't great for that
Well, that's
long on
one.
Arizona.
But
And I said
where-
Megatron because I asked y'all how y'all felt about Stafford.
That's 2.
Matt Stafford is a good
So that means it
quarterback.
can happen.
Like I'm
Well,
no,
That's what
I'm
I said,
saying
G. I said, Boo-Bah. I said,
I'm
you
just-
can
Jerry
do it with
Rice.
a good quarterback.
Jerry Rice.
he's
Yes,
Joe
but
Montana though.
Think about the total number of
Jerry Rice made
first
Jim
round wide receivers, the total number of them versus how many turned out to be franchise changing
Stephon Diggs.
wide receivers. Like, what is the percentage?
I mean, there's
I
a
mean,
lot.
that's a
of
good.
Stephon-
If we want to go recent, Stephon Diggs is a great one.
Stephon Diggs is easily an example.
Okay.
I mean, what do you mean by franchise
Chase.
changing though?
Jamar Chase, like
Okay.
I'm saying though,
But still, it's got to be
Tyreek
under
How do you
50%, probably
how do you
under
expect Ted
30%.
Ginn to do
right?
this? How do you expect Ted Ginn to be a franchise changing wide receiver with Cleo
Well,
Lemon?
that was a mistake. He never
I mean,
was
but his
supposed
hands
to be
were
drafted
dog
that
shit.
high
Like,
anyway.
that's the thing. That was a bad thing about Ted Ginn. Like he was a great speed receiver.
Well, Boo-Bah, let me ask you a question. When
What's up?
you have a average, below average to sub quarterback, What is who does that person normally throw the ball to?
It's number one. Or check downs, depending on what
And
what
his
they
number
call it
one's gonna
then.
be in them checkdowns.
It could be a running back, tight end.
It could be.
Honestly,
It could.
Odell. Odell's another example.
I said Eli. Nobody
I'm
listened to me.
I'm not
I
I'm
said
not
was
Yeah,
Eli a
calling.
wow.
great quarterback?
Listen, when I say either
Andre Johnson.
Randy
you
Moss.
need a good or a great quarterback, like
Yes, I agree with both.
Andre Andre Johnson. To me, Ted Ginn is not Andre Johnson. Like I never thought when he came out the draft he was going to be Andre
But that's
Johnson.
what he was projected to be.
But
That's why he
not,
went
but
so
coming out
high.
of college, like when I like back in like even when like because around the time I was like a little ass kid, like even my dad when he came out, he was like the better version of Percy Harvin coming out of college. Like he was that dude in college, so like he was expected to be
Percy get down.
like literally it was literally him.
Uh,
Like Calvin Johnson got picked second, and then Ted Ginn got picked. Like he was the second receiver off the board, and there was other receivers. Now we seen
but
that
he
are better than him, but like he
but
was
he
that.
went to a terrible organization. Is all I'm saying though.
I
Like
mean, Terry McLaurin got drafted to a terrible organization. He done had like 8 QBs in the past like 3 years, and he's still doing very well.
yeah, I
Facts.
hear you. I'm not trying to make no real excuse for him. I'm just saying like to me, quarterback and wide receiver. Like
He's
you
so
need
mad.
a
Fucking
good
kicker.
quarterback to start your career, especially when you're a rookie as well. Just like a rookie quarterback needs a number one receiver, somebody he can trust. I think it goes hand in hand. Is all I'm saying. Like I don't really want to say that. Like if I was drafting him, if I'm Miami, I'm not drafting him because I truly think he's going to change our franchise. I'm drafting him because he's the best available wide receiver, and we need a wide receiver. Because I don't
All right,
think
let's get
through
into
time,
okay.
through history, we've seen that though. Like a wide receiver truly change a franchise without a great quarterback
No,
or
100%. A
good
great or
quarterback.
good quarterback. Yeah, I'm good with
Yeah.
that. All right, let's get into the doc. All right, so one. Let's finish out with week one. I want to know what was you guys' favorite game from week one?
Favorite game?
Yeah, your favorite game, or if you want to do, what was your best? Which game stood out to you the most, good or bad? You can do that.
Well, just
I
real
want to
quick
go
because I
first.
want
So
to
I want
harp.
nobody to steal my GB.
Okay, go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm going Bengals versus Steelers. To miss 3 field goals in a block field, an extra point, like in the course of the last 2 minutes in overtime, for the lesser team to win after Joe Burrow threw 4 interceptions and fumbled and gave it away 5 times. He had five total turnovers. That's a fucking game. All right, that is a game. They stayed in it, the Bengals, but ultimately, somebody kicker got their leg together and was able to hit a damn kick.
Yeah,
So
the
that's my
Bengals
game
didn't
of the week.
deserve to win, but it would
Oh
have been a
no,
shame if they did. It would have been a shame if they
but
did.
yeah, that's my game of the week. Go ahead, G.
I'm actually gonna go a little different because it's pushing both the off-season agendas that I've said. I really liked what I saw from both Carson Wentz and Trevor Lawrence as a whole. Personally, I liked what I saw from both teams. I liked what I saw from both quarterbacks. Carson Wentz, he did have 2 interceptions back to back, but he got it together and he came through when he needed him. And I liked what I saw from Trevor Lawrence. First game with Doug Peterson, we saw what the weapons look like. Christian Kirk, so far he looks like a good number one in the time being. I really like that they were using Zay Jones and Marvin Jones Jr. And it wasn't just like he was kind of spreading the ball a little bit. I think Zay Jones had like 10 targets, and I really wanted to see like if Trevor would spread the ball around, or if he would just be force feeding. So me personally, and my guy James Robinson is still the lead back. So I love that. I don't think they should have ever drafted ETN, even though ETN's a great player. Don't think they should have ever drafted him because James Robinson's that guy for
That's my
them at
fantasy
least.
quarterback.
For them at least. So, like I said, I like them both. Trevor Lawrence and the Commanders making the playoffs, or what I've been saying.
Go up Trent and GK.
I would say the Colts and the Texans. Just the fact that like they dead ass tied.
The first week.
And I liked how what's his name, how Davis Mills played. I think as of right now, as we looked at him, he's the best out of the draft class for right now. That's what we've seen. But yeah, the Texans look solid. Derek Stingley looked great out there, But it was disappointing seeing the Colts not just like dominate them. So I mean, like, I don't know.
I have a question real quick. I know you're saying what they've looked like so far. You You think he's looked because I'm assuming you're counting last season too, right? You think he looks better than Mac Jones? Because I think Mac Jones looked the best out of everybody last season.
They like neck and neck for
Personally.
me. They like neck and neck. If you said Mac Jones, then I wouldn't argue.
Okay, fair enough. Fair
Yeah.
enough.
Who else you get?
Go ahead, Bua.
I'm gonna have to probably go with that Denver Seattle game.
Mm.
Good, good, good game to see Russ come back. You know, to the where it's all started with all that crazy 12th man environment. It kind of drowned that out a little bit. I like what I seen from Seattle a little bit. Like I think they can be
Yo,
a
Gino's
very
first half was awesome.
yeah. It really was. Like he played phenomenal in that game. Like so, I'm really interested to see what's going to happen with that division. What Seattle the only one right? Seattle the only one
Yeah, that's the only team that's
undefeated. Yeah. So yeah, that
I
was
think
a
it's really-
good start for them.
I like how it's like a repeating trend, I guess you could say, about how Pete Carroll empowers players, because I feel like maybe that's what he did with Geno Smith, and Geno is getting confidence with it. Because when you look back at like all the players that there was never really hype about, a lot of Seahawk players over the past like 10, 15 years or however long he's been there, that like Doug Baldwin and stuff like that were never really like people never really hyping them until they started killing it, and then people started to take notice. But the game I was gonna pick is the Giants, actually. Just because how
Not the Jets.
how surprised I was.
You
And
surprised? Shocking.
yeah, I was definitely surprised. And
We the only two that picked that game too, Trent.
Shit crazy.
And yeah, no, and I was happy for them. And like I said before, I like Dayball. Like he like made me a fan just from that day. And then the other thing I wanted to say was I like the Cowboys only scoring 3 points. That made me happy. I was just like laughing at the Cowboy fans.
Who gonna
Yeah,
take the
we love
over and
laughing
under?
at the Cowboys.
Who gonna take the over and under that Trent and Troy both bet for the Giants to win more times than not?
Oh,
I'm
well,
still
that's
taking
okay.
the
I don't have
under.
a problem with it
I'm
Because
still
you gonna
taking
take the
the
Jets
under.
because I'm
too,
gonna
right?
take the Jets
GK?
every week.
Right. I forgot who
No,
I was
I'm not
dealing
that
with.
type of guy with my picks. I don't just pick the Giants just to pick them. Even though I did pick them week 2, I don't pick them just to pick them.
2 weeks in a row.
Hey, they gonna start. They
Because
gonna
I
start
think,
3-1.
I think,
They gonna
first of
start
all,
3-1. And hey,
first of all, I knew if we could go in and just contain Henry, you got to rely on Tannehill. I'm not going to believe in him. No, I believe in my team more than Tannehill. And they let us stick around. We came back and we got the win. Listen, now we got Baker armless. We got the guy with no arms. So the guy whose arms always messed up and something's always wrong with him. And,
Hey, real quick, I wanted to say
that.
something. G baby,
Go ahead, G, 'cause you got
how many times would you do you think that Tyler Bass and the Bills scored 30 or more?
I said
If you had to
25
guess.
30. I said 25 to 30.
No,
combined.
30 or more.
That's like asking
If you
me,
had to
hey, how
guess.
many times you think LeBron scored 60 in his career? Like,
But the whole point was-
obviously it doesn't.
The whole
GK, you
point-
focused on the literal. We're saying in general. It's not
I'm not
crazy
saying
to
in
think
general.
a defense and a kicker can combine.
For
If
30.
if you play the matchup
For
right,
30.
can combine to get you a lot of points.
No.
30 is OD.
Because-
30 is
Right,
OD.
because-
How many running back combinations get 30 in the same year?
G
Like,
baby, we're
like
doing
at
it
the
down
same
to the
time.
point because I beat Troy by 1 point. And that's why he's arguing it.
You beat Troy by 1 point? So him saying that if Devontae Smith gets a catch at 5 yards, what? Are you
No, I
saying
don't
he's
think
crazy
he's
for
about
saying
1
that? Nah, GK, nah. I'm sorry, bro. Nah, I'm sorry, bro. If Devontae Smith gets a catch for 1 yard, Troy beats you. That's not crazy to say. If Devontae Smith gets a
It
catch,
is
he wins the game.
crazy.
That's not
It
crazy
is
to say.
crazy.
Troy is saying, if I look at how everybody else performed, I would have won if Devontae Smith didn't get 0 points. That's what he's saying. That's not crazy. I'm thinking you beat Troy by like
20.
10 or something.
You know how many points my
He was
defense and
relying
kicker
on
got?
Devontae
You know how many
to have
points
a
my
good
defense
game.
and kicker got?
No, you
That's
beat
not
me
the
by
point, GK.
9.
Now that I just heard,
My
now that I
defense
just
got
heard,
0. My kicker got 8.
that's
you beat me
adorable.
by 9.
Now that I just heard,
149 and 140. It wasn't 1 point. We was 1 point before we went into the Monday night game.
So I beat him by 9.
Yeah, you beat me by 9.
okay, yeah. So that's
And I had a
different.
player get 0.
Okay, so
Which one of your
he
players
had a
got
player.
0?
He had a player get 0.
What player got 0?
And I had a player get 0. But his
What
Okay,
player
so
got
he
0?
has
kicker
Hold on,
got
what one of your players
30.
got 0? The only
Okay.
player that was looking to get 0 was
So,
Zach Ertz, and he
okay.
scored points.
Let me. Now I got it, man.
Is it a way you can go to the week 1
G-Baby,
matchup? Because I
but
can't.
Yes,
answer
you
the
can.
question.
Yes, you can.
You were
Yes,
saying
can.
you had Bass and the Bills. How many times
I've
did
said
get
they
30
score.
or
I said
more?
they combined to get me a lot of points last year because the
Yes,
defense
but
25
how
to
many
was going
times
crazy.
would they get 30 or more?
He said
Oh
25
my
to
gosh, GK, I don't know. Let's
Zero.
sure. Oh, okay, cool.
Wait, but GK, hold on. Wait, real quick, hold on.
That's cool.
Troy, you said he won by 1 point.
He won by
Oh,
9.
Damn.
Oh, he won by 9.
Yeah. I want to know the player that you said that scored
Panthers.
0 for you. Who?
The Panthers.
Shit.
No, you said a player.
Yeah, one of my fantasy players, the Panthers. They scored 0.
Shit.
Oh, what's your team name? Oh, I see it.
Because your defense sucked, nigga.
Yes.
My
Joey, my
defense
whole
is good,
point is I'm
nigga.
trying to
I had
say, you're saying the
three
only reason
interceptions.
we
No, wait. Stop. I know you are not trying to sit here and get on me about a kicker and defense combining for 30. Let me ask you a question, GK. How often is a receiver going to go off for 40 by himself?
By himself.
How often does that happen, GK? Since you
By
love these
himself.
numbers,
About
how
as
often does
often-
that happen?
it happens
No,
about
GK,
as-
answer the question.
I
Nah,
am.
because you was on my
I am.
end. How
I
many
am.
times?
I am.
Zero. How often did that happen? Zero. Zero.
Hey, JJ.
No, that's why you won. Because Justin Jefferson went off for 40.
The same
Yeah, I
amount
was
of
Justin
times.
Jefferson
It
went off for
happens
The same
40.
amount of times that your defense and your kicker
Justin
get you 30.
Jefferson went off for
It happens
40.
the same amount of times your defense and kicker get you 30.
Bro,
So
I'm sorry. I'm not going to hold you.
G, hold on.
I'm looking at the. Wait, hold up. I'm looking at his numbers. I'm looking at his numbers right now.
Hold on. If you had something abnormal happen on your
Oh,
team,
my goodness.
and I had something happen abnormal on my team, why are you so forcing the issue that my kick and defense scored 30 when you had something also abnormal happen on your team?
He had Cooper Kupp score 40. He had Michael Pittman score 27, and he had
don't have
Clyde
Cooper
score
Kupp.
22. I said Michael
Well,
Pittman.
Jeff-
I'm sorry,
you
Justin
said Cooper Kupp.
Jefferson.
Yeah, Justin Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson scored 40.
Baby,
Michael
this is the
Pittman scored
point.
27.
This is the point. This was the original point that Troy said. He said the only reason he lost. The
Yes, take it
only
in consideration of
reason
what
he
happened
lost
with the
was
rest of
because
the team.
Devontae Smith had 0
Right,
points.
take into consideration what happened with the rest of my fantasy team. Before we went into Monday night's game, right? I was 1 point down from you. If he scored at least 9 points, it would have been a closer game. You probably still would have won it. You could have still won it, but he scored 0
You know what?
in the situation that we were
Hey, you know what
in.
I can? Hey, GK, you know what I can flip it to?
But
GK,
that's
you know what
not
I can
the
flip
only
it to?
reason. You can make a list of reasons.
No, that's the only reason I lost.
It's not. The
I mean,
only
also
one.
too, I love how GK just doesn't want to be like, oh, maybe the only reason I won is because Justin Jefferson went off for 40. How often does that happen? 40 by one player.
Abnormal.
What happens more often, that or your defense and kicker getting 30?
Team. I had something abnormal happen on my
think
team,
the
but I
wide
guess that
receiver-
I am going to say that
I
a
think
combined 2 players will get me 30 before one player
No,
gets me
player
40.
gets me
kicker
40.
and defense.
2 fantasy
kicker and
players, defense,
I
kicker,
would
tight
say
end,
the
quarterback,
kicker and
whichever one you
defense.
want. That is going to happen. 2 players combining
Okay,
for 40.
my
for
quarterback
30
got under
is
10.
more
How often does that happen? That never fucking happens.
You picked Trey Lance. Of course that's gonna happen.
quarterback. That
You had Trey Lance. Of course that's gonna happen.
Quarterback.
If you have a trash quarterback, GK,
Yes,
if
sir.
you have a trash
Yes.
quarterback fantasy-wise, that's going to happen. That happens all the time. Every year there's quarterbacks that can't get more than 10 points. That's more common than a receiver getting 40 points.
Show me.
Go to you the one that talking about. Oh, do y'all know how to play fantasy?
Show me
Go
a
last year.
quarterback.
I can go to
Show me a
go to last
quarterback
year.
that plays
Go
a
to
full
last year.
season that averages less than 10.
I didn't say average. I said more often. I said that they can get less than 10
If it's
points.
more often, then that would
I
be
didn't say average. No, oh my gosh, GK, that is
Mac
not what
Jones,
average
9
means.
points. Dak Prescott, 5.
GK, let me ask you a question.
Two
If
for
I
love.
score
That is
30
literally
points,
what average means,
look. No, GK. If I scored 30 points 5 times and scored 10 points 4 times, I scored 30 more often than not, but I only averaged 20. I didn't average 30. So you can average.
That's only 9 games.
Fucking goodness, that's not the fucking point. That is not the point. You focused on the wrong things, my nigga. That is not
He
the
just
point.
launched his
All I
headphones.
need is
He
that
just launched his
cause-
headphones.
Just because you can average a different number than what you more often got. It's called boom or bust. You
Show
love
me
saying that
which
nobody
season,
wants. You
which
love saying
quarterback.
I can't hear you. I took my headphones off.
can't
So
hear
I'm going to just finish talking. You love saying, oh, like y'all play fantasy. Y'all see all that. If
We're just
that's
talking
why I
though.
just
Where's
gave
the
you
proof?
example.
Show me
If
the
I
stats.
average, if I scored 30 points 5 times, and I scored 10
Okay, G
fours,
baby.
I
I hear
scored
you
30
out.
points more often than I scored 10. What was my average, GK?
Okay,
What
show
was
me
the
the
average?
quarterback that
Don't
played
worry,
16
I'll
games
hear
and
him,
had
G.
less than 10 points on average.
I'll
Can't
give you
hear
the
him, G.
exact number. So 30 times 5, that's 150. 10 times 4, that's 40. Add that up, that's 190.
Hey, baby, you just been
Divide that by 9
again.
games.
You just said that
I
Tyler
averaged
Bass
21.
and the Bills defense got you over
21.
30
You
several
just
times and
saw the
you didn't do
I
it
averaged
once.
21, but I scored 30 more often than I scored 10.
He said the Bills and somebody else.
Tyler Bass, he said.
And he said they combined for 25 to 30. He never said over 30.
Okay, let me
Said
tell you how many
25
times they
to
did
30.
that.
And while you at it, go look up how many times a receiver scored over 40.
Once last year they had 25 to 30. One time.
Okay, now go look up how many times a receiver in the course of how many games last year? How many games? How many games? Go look, because I know Cooper Kupp might have had one. I think Jamar Chase had one. Maybe Debo. And I'll maybe say Justin Jefferson had one. That's 4 games out of how many games played last season? So
Yeah, to your 0.
Okay, but what was the number 1 defense last year? Let's do it like this. What was the number
Bills.
1? What they
The
averaged?
Bills.
What was the number 1
Bills.
defense? The Bills,
Yes,
right?
and G baby,
And
guess
what they
what? That
average?
plays into my argument. Because he said the only reason was Devontae Smith. Justin Jefferson is not Devontae Smith.
Oh, GK, you're not getting the point, gang. I'm not gonna lie.
all right.
He not.
We can
He
move
doesn't
on. We can move
understand
on.
anything that anybody
That's a
says.
good
Hey,
point.
we can
What
move
do you
on.
mean?
We
GK,
can
it's
move
like
on.
this,
We can
bro.
move on. We can
Hey,
move
Smitty,
on.
say Devontae Smith get 3 catches. You lose. Point blank.
No, he needs
No, they lost by 9. So
Yeah,
let's
they
just
lost
say,
by
nine.
hey, I'll give you an example. Let's say Devontae Smith gets 1 catch, 1 touchdown for 20 yards.
What
Or
was
for
his projection
25
week
yards,
one?
you
Yeah,
lose.
he lose, right?
G, what was
Yeah.
his projection? What was his projection week 1, Devontae?
I don't, yeah. Let's just say he hits his projected, you lose.
He was projected 13.
Oh, yeah, if he scored 13, G, I beat you. So, like I said.
If
only
Justin
reason why I lost.
Jefferson doesn't,
If he
if Justin
scores
Jefferson hits
13,
his, wait.
I lost
Let's-
by
wait,
9.
wait,
He still
wait,
scored
wait,
13. I
wait,
went by
wait.
3 or 4. What are you talking about?
Wait. GK, that's simple math. If Devontae Smith goes from 0 to 13, you're winning by 9, you lose by 4. That is simple math, GK. Come on.
not taking into
Wait, Troy, wait. Let's just say Devontae Smith
happened
still
in the
gets
fantasy
0.
fucking thing already.
Let's just say Devontae Smith still gets 0. What was Justin Jefferson projected to get? Because if Justin
that has to do
Jefferson
with-
doesn't get 40, you lose. If Justin Jefferson gets 30, you lose.
Justin Jefferson gets projected like 19, 18.
If he gets 20 points less, you lose, GK. It is simple math.
Okay, but that wait
If
a second.
Devontae
If Trey
Smith
Lance
gets
gets
his
20
average-
instead of 9, I win.
How much was Trey Young projected to have?
What are you saying?
What was Trey Young projected to have?
If the Panthers defense gets 10 instead of 0, I win. If Trey Lance gets 20 instead of 9, I win.
You
I can do that
already
for my whole
won.
fucking
You
roster.
already won, though.
He's stupid.
You
What he
already
doing,
won,
G, baby,
GK.
what he doing is he just trying to find a way to win, and you can't
GK,
win
you
because I'm
already
right.
won the
only
game.
reason I
Because
lost
I'm just
is
saying
because
your logic
Devontae
is so
Smith gave me
bad.
0 points.
No, it is not.
He
Literally,
gave me 0
everybody
points.
here understands my logic but you, GK. Everybody
No,
understands
it's
what
not
I'm saying
about,
but you,
it's not
GK.
about if you. The only way you win that I won. You know, I won already,
Says
so
the
you can't
only
win that way. You know.
He lost is because Devontae Smith had 0 points. Well, what if he had 1 point? He loses. 2 points, he loses. 3 points, he loses. 4 points, he loses. 5 points, he loses. If Trey Lance scores more, he loses. If my defense scores, he loses. So there's more
So it's
than
a
one
matter-
way he would have lost.
So this is a
So
matter.
this is a
a
semantic
matter of
argument
wording.
then.
It's a
Right.
semantic argument.
Okay.
This is what
And I don't care.
So-
and I knew it from the
so-
get that GK didn't like to say that only reason. And that's why I keep
Okay.
pushing. So I'll say it one more time for him.
I'm not about to argue how I
You
worded
can make
something
a
right
list
now.
of
You got my
30
point.
reasons why he
Adam,
lost.
You
so
got-
whatever his
honestly-
damn name is, scored 0 points.
I'm not
That's
gonna
why I
argue
lost.
how
I can
I
say
worded
this,
something
baby.
because
That's why I
GK, you
lost.
should have known my point. I'm not gonna hold
I
you.
can say this.
I'm not about to argue how I worded something because you knew what my original.
It's not
point
how
was.
you worded
If you're
it,
focused
G-Baby.
on the semantics
No,
of
it's
how
not how
I
I
said
worded it.
something,
No,
it's
he's
gotta
talking
be
about
right.
how Troy. He's
He
talking
said
about
how
how
I
Troy
worded it
worded
because I
it.
said
How
that
Troy
he
worded
was
it.
the only reason why I lost. Yes. Then why I said it, and I'll say it again because you need to open your ears and listen, is because if you take what happened in your fantasy and in my fantasy, if Devontae just scores me points, right? I'm not talking about, if he scores one, you lose. I'm talking about if he does what he was supposed to do. Projected, GK. That's what I'm saying. I don't think we need to sit here and mouth every word, every
If
fucking
everything
word.
had, if everything else,
What I'm saying.
if everything else,
Hold on. What I'm saying is, if he gave me my 13 points, right? Even if I think if he gave me 12, I still beat you. If he gave me something of what he was supposed to give me, you lose. Even with Justin Jefferson giving you 40.
No, you're right.
Even with him giving you 40, you
That's
lose.
literally
That's
what
why
he's
I'm
been
saying
trying to say.
he's the only reason why I fucking lost.
He's not the only reason. Because G-Baby just said, if Justin Jefferson doesn't get 40, I lose. So that's another reason.
I'm not talking about what G-Baby. I'm talking about what your team did, what my team did. If you calculate it and then dude gives me what he was supposed to give me, I beat you, GK. That's what I'm saying. That's a fact.
Basically saying everything
even with
stays
everything
the
that
same.
happened in
It's
yours,
not the
your
only
40
reason.
points,
There's
everything,
more
I still
reasons
beat
than
you.
that.
If everything stays the same, and Devontae Smith just does what he was
Obviously,
projected
if
to
everything
do,
stays the same,
that's what I said from the get-go. That's
You
what I
didn't say
said.
that.
G,
That's
yes,
not what
I
you
did,
said.
and I swear to God, I'm gonna send you the tape. I did say it, and that's why I was telling you from the get. You don't listen. That's why I kept saying, G, you don't listen. You don't listen. You don't listen. How many times did
show
I
me
say
where
in
you
this
said
conversation?
if everything stays the same.
I'm going to send you the clip, and when you see it, you're gonna feel stupid because I said it. I said I'm talking about what at the situation as is, your fantasy and my fantasy. What happened in it? How many times did I say that, G? I'm talking about what happened in our fantasies. Not the imagination of my team did better and your team did this, then I would still beat you. I'm not talking about that. I'm saying you line up what the fuck your team did and you line up what my team did. If the nigga give me 12 points, I beat you. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Honestly, we're lucky that it was a 9-point
yes,
game. Because if
there's
it was
no denying that.
If it was legit a 1-point game,
you should have blew me the fuck out. That's what you should have did. And I was whooping your ass. I was actually blowing your ass out until Justin Jefferson scored 40. I was about to blow your ass out like the rest of these niggas on the panel got blown out. Sorry, guys. But
I didn't get
they all
blown
got
out.
their ass whipped.
I didn't get blown
I
out.
ain't get blown
We
out.
had the best fucking game, and we sitting here
I
arguing.
lost by 9 points.
Well, you came back, but you was getting your ass whipped too.
Yeah.
All right.
You got yours whooped though at the end though, right?
No, mine was closer. Mine was closer. And me and G combined scored more points than anybody. So
we're the
I
top
scored
two
140.
teams.
He scored 149.
I lost by 8.
Dang, I did.
I ain't had no overachievers
listen,
either.
Trent scored 85
I ain't had no
points.
overachievers.
Trent when his
Y'all
auto
had some
drafted fucking team.
Y'all had some overachievers.
Right?
Y'all had some overachievers, man. I ain't had no overachievers.
I definitely had some fucking overachievers.
Yeah,
dude. But also my bench, like I had Robbie Anderson on my bench get 21, and I started Juju who got 11. So I could say that too. I could say, well, if I just would have started Robbie Anderson, I would have had 10 more.
GK, nobody cares. Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You're being a baby. Nobody cares. It's like you do this, I got to do this. You do this, I got to do this. You do this.
That's
say
my
this,
whole
I got to
point.
say that.
Troy, that
you
is
do
literally
that,
my whole
I got to
point.
say that. You say that, I got to say this. Like, come on, bro.
Because that's my whole point.
We got to get through picks.
I have to go.
It's dragging on too long. We got to get through this next week picks. God damn, we got a 13 slated game Sunday. All right. The first game, we got the Jets versus Cleveland, and I'm taking fucking Cleveland. All right.
I think that's a clean sweep.
Man. I don't know, because I really like Corey Davis. I love Elijah Moore. You look. You holding your head like that, bro.
Oh my God,
Davis, bro.
Listen, I like Corey Davis for that team.
Gotta miss him. You gotta miss him.
Like Trent, you know exactly what I mean, bro. Like I don't know why we gotta.
I mean, I don't know.
All I said is I like the team construct. I like the combination of Corey Davis, Elijah Moore, Michael Carter. Like the man has 6 catches for 77 yards on 10 targets. I think that's good. Like he didn't score, but that Ravens defense is in my opinion like that. So
well, Cleveland don't sleep on Cleveland defense.
Well,
you
that's
talking about
why.
Cleveland?
That's why it's tough because
Oh yeah, okay. I thought you were talking
I
about
like
the Jets.
them, but I think the Cleveland defense, like they
That-
got
yeah.
Denzel, they got Miles.
Yeah.
Everybody's healthy
Yeah, that
as
defense.
far as I'm concerned, and Nick Chubb is Nick Chubb. So I'm gonna say Browns, but
I got Browns
don't be
about
surprised if
24.
the Jets get a game.
I got Browns about 24.
That is
Goddamn.
you are so.
Who you taking in that
Oh
one?
my gosh.
These are y'all picks on the app too, right? Don't be trying to change y'all picks on the show.
Yeah. My shit
I
locked
got
Let
the
me make
Browns.
sure I put them though because I have the Browns.
I got the
Let me make
Browns,
sure I
man.
picked them.
I got the Browns. All right, look like a clean sweep. All right, next game we got the Commanders versus the Lions. I'm taking the Commanders.
I think I'm gonna put Commanders. I got the Commanders on.
Better go check.
Hmm?
Better go check.
I got to look.
Who'd you say? Lions and Commanders?
Yeah, Commanders at the Lions.
Oh, I picked the Lions because I think because they lost last week, I think they'll win this week. That's literally
I
the
got Wilson.
only reason why I'm picking them.
Yeah, I got Commanders.
Dang, but I like the Commanders though.
I got Commanders by 10.
What you got, Boo? What?
You don't think none of these teams have a chance, man? That's crazy.
That's only 10 points, man. That's a touchdown.
Damn, gee, baby ain't gonna like
I
this.
got
But you said Browns by 24.
I got Washington. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Next game we got is Tampa at New Orleans.
I got Saints by 3.
Champ.
I got Saints by 3.
Same,
I
I have Saints by 3.
I got Saints by 3.
We'll win that
I
one
got-
and we'll lose the second one.
At Tampa
Bucks
by
by 13.
I mean,
All right, Carolina versus the Giants. I'm taking the Giants.
I got Giants by 7. Threw them by 7.
Fuck off.
did I pick the Giants? Yeah, I did pick the Giants. Yeah, I picked the Giants.
Man, I'm about to be crazy, Trump.
Yeah, I got the Giants too.
Okay.
Don't let
Clean
Baker
sweep.
go crazy on y'all though. Please,
Baker
don't.
probably listen.
Please don't let Baker go crazy on y'all
One good hit, Baker's gonna cry.
because he's gonna give me hope to think he could still be somewhat productive, and then it's gonna fall down.
Yo, if I just want to say, if Justin Herbert misses time, my backup quarterback is Russell Wilson on my NFL fantasy team.
I mean,
But I don't know what I'm talking about because I don't play fantasy. It's my first year. I'm a newbie guy. You got to teach me everything, and I played for the last 5 years. But I skipped a year. I skipped last year, so I played for 4 years before that. This will be the 5th year. But New Orleans at Pittsburgh. I'm taking New Orleans. New England at Pittsburgh. I'm taking New England.
You said
I'm
by
taking New England
Steelers?
too.
Yeah, Patriots versus Steelers.
Yeah, go ahead, get it
I
off.
got-
Picking the Steelers, bro. I'm not gonna hold you.
Yeah, I picked the
By how
Steelers,
much?
too.
You been saying by how much for everybody else? How much? So I can hear you be nasty.
7. I can get 7.
No TJ Watt.
I think no TJ,
I think they
no Cam Hayward, and is Najee
Bill
playing?
Belichick. I think
know
Bill,
he's
Bill,
hurt.
Bill Belichick on it.
Because like also too, real quick, because we haven't got a chance to talk about it, let me just say this real quick. The Patriots defense held Miami to 13. That high-powered offense, everybody think is supposed to be over the 13.
and what's his name?
If it wasn't that fumble
Weddle didn't have
touchdown,
no points in the first half.
if it wasn't
said-
for that fumble touchdown, that would have been a one-possession game, 13-7.
High-powered offense.
Everybody, no. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna act like everybody didn't think. Oh, you got Waddle, you
Who's
got Tyreek
everybody?
now, and all that.
Who
The
was
off-
everybody? Oh.
They held up that Patriots defense that everybody thinks.
He said
They lost JC Jackson and all that. They're not gonna be good. Held that offense to 13.
Y'all probably gonna hate me for the next.
The score looks worse because the left tackle missed a wide open blitzer and it hit Mac Jones and they got the fumble. So it looked worse. But that defense did what it needed to do.
For me to call
So-
the team a high-power offense, I got to believe in the quarterback, and I definitely didn't believe in Tua.
That's
He gotta
fair. I know you
prove
said
to
that
me.
before. That's fair. I know you
Yeah,
said
I'm
that
with
before.
Boo because it took me what 2 years to get Josh Allen his respect. 3 years because in that
I mean,
what
he
did
needed
last
that.
year.
Like, he actually had to be good.
Yeah, he actually had to show me he can hang up there with and he does.
Yeah, so just my only point was I think the Patriots defense, their offense isn't gonna have that much of a struggle because TJ's not gonna be there. I know Minka's still there, but they're losing. I don't think Cam Hayward is playing either, and I don't know what Najee Harris is gonna look like if he does play. So the way I look at that is, and the offense is just garbage with Mitch Trubisky.
Yeah, they can't
honestly.
score.
So I think I have the Patriots by like 4. but it'll be a low scoring game for sure. Take the under if you're betting. Take the under.
Facts.
Everybody picked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Colts versus Jacksonville. Sorry guys, I'm going Jacksonville.
I'm going.
I really want to, but I think Jonathan Taylor is about to go for 130 again.
I'm gonna say Colts by 10.
Yeah, I went Colts as well.
You would have said Colts by 10 in the first game, right?
What versus who? The Texans.
Week 1.
Yeah.
You would have said Colts by 20, 25.
I mean, to be fair though, they haven't won a season opener in years. Like
that's fine. It's new quarterback, new year. I'm not talking about years. I don't care about none of the years.
I mean, I'm not in faith in like Trevor Lawrence. Like I don't think Trevor Lawrence played that.
I do, but
he played all right.
So what's the running back on that team? His name James Robinson.
James Robinson.
Nice.
I like him.
I think he go 132.
Nah, that's OD.
Go Jacksonville.
That's OD.
Every time I have
playing,
picked him in fantasy, he does me great. So y'all say what y'all want.
No, I'm a big James Robinson
Warlock
guy.
knows. He said Jags. See, he said Jags. Warlock said Jags. You better know the Jags.
I really want to
saying Jags because he's in love with Trevor Lawrence. That's why.
I don't care who
Trevor Lawrence is
in love
nice.
with.
You just hate.
I don't care who he in
I'm
love
not
with.
hating. I just have to see what he do.
Give Trevor Lawrence Tyreek
Justin
Hill.
Fields is nice, but you still have to see
Trevor
what he
Lawrence
do.
Tyreek Hill.
But we know he gonna be something.
What
though.
you mean? Okay, what you mean? Give Justin
been seeing
Fields
with Trevor too.
Give Justin Fields fucking Justin Jefferson. Like, come on, Troy.
Give Trevor. Oh, you talking to Trevor? I mean,
no, I'm talking about that guy. I'm not talking about Justin Jefferson. Then we could just move everybody around.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Give Daniel.
Hey, you give Trevor Lawrence
Cooper Kupp.
You know, you give Trevor Lawrence Cooper Kupp. Hey, Trevor Lawrence, top 10 quarterback in this league. I'm telling you. Hey, he looked nice with Christian Kirk.
All right, so y'all taking Colts? I think Colts.
Yeah, but I really want the Jags. Don't be surprised if the Jags upset.
That's my upset game.
I don't understand that tiebreaker shit. I'm not gonna
lie. Tiebreaker means
the tiebreaker. Yeah, so basically,
so you just adding up how many points you think is going to be combined from both teams in the Monday night games.
So basically, Trent, if you and me get the same amount of picks when it comes to Monday, the tiebreaker is who gets closer to the points. It doesn't matter if you go over or under.
Who's ever closer to the total amount of points scored in the game.
And then there's like a whole. I'm gonna send it in our private chat. But there's like 6 tiebreakers you have to go through because there's like for example, let's just say you pick 42 and I pick 38 and the combined score is 40, and we both picked the Seahawks to win. So we tied in points distance. Then we tied in who we picked to win. Then there's like different steps of tiebreakers you got to go to, but it's crazy.
All right, now we got. That's all right. You said you got the coach, right? Boy?
Yes, sir.
All right, then we got Baltimore, Miami at Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore.
Yeah, I'm taking. Yeah, I think.
I think I picked Miami.
I'm taking
Miami.
Make sure.
14.
Don't be lying.
Yeah, I picked Miami.
This game could go either way.
You believe Tua's gonna do something against that Raiders?
He just said he don't believe in Tua, but he picked Miami.
What that mean?
I said I don't. You think Tua's gonna do something?
Right,
Time out. I said, don't take my words out of context. I said I will not call a team that I don't believe in a high-powered offensive based off of their quarterback that I don't believe in.
Right.
So why do you think
you got that high-power offense and the quarterback that you don't believe in beating a high-power quarterback in an offense that you don't believe in?
They don't have a high-power. The Ravens don't have no high-powered offense.
No, I'm talking about their defense. I'm talking about Tua against that defense. I
wasn't expecting Kirk Cousins and Justin Jefferson to play the way against the Packers defense, but they did.
They didn't even do that crazy. They tried. Justin Jefferson did. No, Justin Jefferson did. But like as an offense as a whole, everybody else.
I thought Justin Jefferson was gonna get like a cool 120, 130. He went stupid.
No, I know, but like they didn't run the ball that great. Everybody else was kind of
Miami.
I think it's gonna be a field goal type of game if they win. You know, like by a field goal. But I don't think they're gonna crush the Ravens. I just think they might have the Ravens number this week.
I just think the
Ravens. I can see that Ravens won week 1. They could lose week 2. I got you. All right, we got Atlanta at the Rams. I'm going Rams by 25.
Rams by 30. I think it's about to be blow up. This guy.
They're going to show the Saints. They're going to show the Saints.
I want the Rams to win by 1, so all y'all can hop off me about that game.
Come on.
Look, they did it to the Rams too. They did it to the Rams.
You're doing the GK. You're doing the GK right now.
Oh yeah, I'm being biased. Absolutely. I hope they lose. I hope they lose. Honestly, but
so you got the Rams. All right. Who up? You said Rams.
Yeah, I got the. Yeah, I got the Rams.
All right, Seattle
20.
at Seattle at
Like, what's what?
49ers. I got Seattle.
Seattle.
Yeah, I think it's about to be another bounce back game. So I got 49 by 14.
Yeah, I got 49ers.
49ers by 14 with no George Kittle and no Elijah Mitchell. That's real bold of you, Trent.
I
That's
think
real bold.
I think Debo and Trey Lance about to have a good game, bro. Like,
Ain't Jamal Adams hurt?
Yeah, for
he out for the year.
You know
Again?
Debo only
He
got
out for the year.
again.
He
Torn-
fucked me.
Yeah.
That shit was bad.
God,
You know
damn.
Debo only got his touchdown off a rush, right?
That's fine.
You know how many? What did Debo do last game? Let me make sure I don't misquote you.
Nah, Debo sold. If he would have caught the ball, they would have won the game. He sold last game. He sold himself. But
get all that money and drop. Nah, let me stop. I can't be like everybody else.
I ain't
Do
gonna
you
say
think
he's
Debo
super
Samuel-
sold though. I think the weather played a lot in that game. I think that would have been a
I
different
ain't like, it's
game.
that field that
Nah,
they did.
hey, I'm not gonna hold you though. 2 for 7 for 14 yards.
What?
That's not good enough. That's not good enough for
What
me.
you What?
That was
What you
Debo. He had
I don't care,
7
Warlock.
targets, 2 catches for 14 yards.
We going
He had
Jazz
8 rushes for
regardless, all right?
52 yards on the
Yeah, who they
touchdown.
lost to in the past, who they
this
haven't.
game is we gotta see. That's Seattle.
We going with them regardless. All right, so we got Cincinnati at Dallas. I'm going Cincinnati.
Cincy
I'm
by
going
30.
Jamar's
This
going
is the
to win it
one.
again.
Joe Burrow finna have 5 touchdowns, 0 picks, no turnovers.
Jamar Chase finna go for 200 again. I'm going my Bengals by 28.
Hey,
I
T. Higgins
think-
getting himself a 150 piece as well.
You dragging.
I think the Bengals gonna win this game, but I do think Joe Burrow I don't think Joe Burrow gonna look as good as y'all saying. Like, I think he gonna play well enough to
Put me
win
in
though.
there. I just got him winning.
I got
Yeah.
them blowing them out.
Yeah,
I'm
me
not
too.
predicting what happens.
But I just don't think Joe is gonna play like
Debo fumbled
lights
and
out.
I'm gonna put
I
the-
think he gonna have I ain't gonna say a struggle
Trent
game.
fan.
Just not an ideal game either. Like, when you look at the numbers, like, damn, they beat him by 20, but Joe Burrow had 2 picks, maybe 3-4 touchdowns, but I think he's still gonna throw a couple picks.
He's definitely throwing a pick somewhere.
I think he is. I'm not gonna lie.
We got Houston at Denver. I'm taking Russell Wilson's first one.
I say yeah, Denver won by 17.
You have to, right? I think I took
No, you don't.
All these
You
games
don't.
is bounce back games, bro. Denver by
We
17.
too. Football game, they picking their blood pumping now. They ready.
But
Hey, you know what? I think this is gonna be a real upset heavy season. If I'm being honest, I think the underdogs. Hey, it ain't no guarantees.
Hey, but when Mel said the Falcons being the Saints, you don't
Hey,
believe
listen.
Lost that shit, and this nigga was about to cry at home.
Listen.
I
That
can't
was only
believe I gotta go on from
like
the side
that
out
is
and
the
Mel
only
going,
time
"You gonna
Mel
get
has
me."
said something that's been so spot on. Like every other thing, Mel be a little.
All right, don't take your shots at Mel while Mel.
Nah, Mel, we love you. We miss you. Hey, have fun. See you next week because I wanted to give you your props for that. I wanted to give you your props for that.
Picante.
But I forgot he said he was going to a festival this week. None of you guys reminded me.
Yeah.
I didn't. He
I
texted
forgot
me
as well.
like, I'm like, God damn, I
forgot
forgot
as
my
well.
boy. We got
Barely can wake up.
who you said you had? You said you had Denver.
Yeah.
We got Arizona at the Raiders. I'm taking the Raiders. Bounce back
Raiders.
game.
another.
Hey, it ain't gonna be bounce back for Arizona. They starting 2-4.
Yeah,
I'm trying to
Raiders.
tell y'all.
Raiders. What's his name? Raiders by 17.
Who they
Trying
playing
to tell
again?
y'all the Cardinals
3-1 up.
doesn't finish
Arizona.
this year.
Yeah, I think I gave the card. Yeah, I think I picked the Raiders. Yeah, Raiders.
All right, then
Raiders.
we got Bears at Green Bay. I'm taking Green Bay bounce back game.
I'm taking Green
Yeah, I
Bay.
got Green Bay.
Because they've never Chicago can't beat them.
Wait, what was it?
Shit, this might be the year with them fucking wide receivers.
That's what I said.
Bears
That's what I was
at
about
Green
to
Bay.
get with. I have the Packers beating them because the Bears can't. It's like Aaron
21
Rodgers
zip.
just has them by the balls.
You said
21
21
zip.
zip.
Aaron Rodgers just has them by the
All
balls.
right, we got
Right.
2 Monday night games. First game, we got Tennessee at Buffalo. I'm going Buffalo.
Buffalo by
Buffalo.
21. Another
Buffalo.
By 28. Derrick Henry will get his 200.
Shit,
and
he
Josh
might be in
Allen
another
will
box.
go crazy on him.
200.
Derrick Henry might get in another box. I don't know.
I like Derrick Henry. I think Derrick Henry's going to...
I think
200
Derrick
is a stretch,
Henry
but I
finna-
think Derrick Henry's going to have a great game. But
Yeah, he
Ryan
got to have a
Tannehill-
bounce back game.
Like,
But I just
contrary
don't
to
think-
what people think, I don't think Ryan Tannehill is good. I think he's mid.
He is mid.
Everybody be OD with Ryan.
He's in a
Tannehill
good
saying-
system though.
Saying
in
he's
the
like,
system like he
Taylor
is.
bottom of the
Heineke is
league.
better than right.
Yeah, like they be OD with Tannehill. The Tannehill hate is OD, but he's still mid. And Josh Allen is that guy. So
All right, then the last game we got is Minnesota at Philly. I'm taking Minnesota.
Yeah, I'm
I heard
taking
this stat that Kirk Cousins is like 2-9 in prime time.
Nah, yeah, he has a horrible Monday night record.
No, he
Horrible
does.
record in prime time.
Wait, Vikings versus who again?
I'm
Eagles.
tripping. I picked the Eagles.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I picked the Eagles to win.
I picked the Vikings, but then I
Oh,
heard
no, I
that
picked the
stat.
Vikings. I
picked the Vikings, but I heard that stat about Kirk Cousins in prime time, and I'm like,
Well, he's gonna be 3. He's gonna be 3-9.
I think this is about to be like a super close game, like a 17-17, but like maybe a game-winning field goal, make it to. I don't know. It can go either way. Not gonna lie.
because
Yeah,
Kirk
I'm
is
going
better
Minnesota.
than Jalen Hurts, but
So I got
other
some
than
picks on
Dennis,
this one.
Everybody else is better. Oh,
I got some picks on this one that
I don't know.
you know that some of you guys don't got, so I'm looking forward to it. Real quick before we close this thing out, last week I don't know what G Baby and not G Baby, GK Trent, not Trent, I can't fucking talk. Mel and fucking GK, how many they won? But what was you guys? What were your final stats?
Oh, I think I got first place. I got almost all of them right. Did I not?
No, not in the app because we didn't do. Nobody really paid attention to that after week 1.
Oh,
when we did the pick 'em on the show, like when I
Oh,
sent
on
you
the
sheet.
show? Ooh. I mean, you can't count the Colts one because they tied.
Yeah, they tied. So I went 7-6 without counting the tie.
Yeah, let me double check.
No, let me look at the NFL. I'm not gonna look. Cause I remember who I had to win it. So I had. Okay, I think I took some
Where
L's.
is it?
So I had the Rams. I think I said I had
Oh,
the
I
Rams
did
winning
pick the
by
Rams.
3.
I sold on that one.
My Rams, I had the Rams winning. That didn't work. I had the Eagles winning. 49ers, they lost. Bengals lost. I had Dolphins winning. I had Browns winning. Colts tied. Saints won. Ravens. Commanders. Packers lost. Giants won. Chargers won. I think the rest besides the Seattle game.
Chargers lost.
I mean, Chargers won.
Chargers lost.
No, I'm talking about week 1.
Oh, yeah. My bad. You're right.
Damn, G.
Yeah, for week 1. I think I had like 3. I think I had like 3 of them. I think I named like 3 L's, 3 or 4. So on 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually 5. I had 5.
So 9-5.
Yeah.
I'm trying to find where we sent our list. We have so many chats and stuff.
Oh yeah, you did send your list. That's right. You Boo Wop and
And Mel.
yeah. Shouldn't be that far up.
Yeah, I'm just gonna search it in the. There we go. So I lost with the Rams, won with the Saints, lost
Oh, it's with the other one?
49ers, lost with the Bengals. I picked Miami to win, so that's 2. Baltimore won. Washington won. I picked the Panthers to win, so I lost with that. I can't count Indy. Philly won. Tennessee lost. Minnesota won. Kansas City won. LA won. Tampa Bay won. Yeah, so 9-5, same record. And then
Oh, see, I was tied. What was y'all don't remember y'all tiebreaker, do you?
It was 42. Mine was 42.
What you say?
You don't remember your tiebreaker from week 1?
Nah, I don't. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, it's just a test week. We started this week, and everybody put their $5 in, and the winner at the end of the week, $25 pot. There you go. You feel me?
Yo.
It's sitting pretty. Still waiting for one person, but it's sitting pretty. You feel me? And let's get it. But let's close it out. Trent, final thoughts.
No good show. You know, it was funny. Every time GK's on, shit get hilarious.
He makes the thing so complicated. We love GK, but
We miss Mel over here. We're waiting for the nasty ass takes.
yeah, have some fun at the festival.
But tune in back on Monday. You know what it is.
G baby.
2. And strapping Tom Brady again. You don't want that work.
What, 67-year-old
Since
Tom Brady?
2023. What?
67-year-old Tom Brady?
I don't want to hear no excuse because if you
Who
still
out-
got him
who out
top
final
5, I don't want to hear no excuse.
Same
He
shit
go
with
off.
LeBron, right?
He threw 5,000 yards last year, but he got strapped up with Taysom Hill as the starting quarterback. I don't want to hear nothing. Saints 2023, Nuggets to 6. Let's go.
What? Final thoughts?
Man, you already know, man. See people Monday.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it is.